Thank you so much. That means so much.
My camera's showing Helen.
You are Kellen right now. Let me fix that. There you
Hey,
go. Look
dude.
at that. It's the magic of the hand. Double Tar, bro. My gosh, bro. Like really, we appreciate that
Yeah, dude.
so very much. That means so much to us that you
That's how you want to come into
that
a
you
live.
support this channel on that level that means so much to us. So, bro, thank you. Appreciate it. We're going to answer your questions here very soon. Shout out to Zangbeto. Bro, you were first in the chat before the stream whacked out. I don't know what happened with that, but appreciate you being here. D Stizzle, as always, my brother, we appreciate you being here. Double Tar, again, brother, we appreciate it.
Dude, that's wild. That's super
Yeah.
cool, man. We appreciate it more than you know.
Yeah, we really do.
We were sitting over here because we can still see everything. Obviously, whenever the timer's going down, we were just like, dude, this man, like, it's cool, dude.
Yeah, no,
It means a lot.
We really do appreciate it. And we appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now and everybody that will be here. This is an open mic day. I know I said yesterday that we would talk about Quantum Mania, the plot leak for that. I said that we would talk about Ultron being back in the MCU and where and what and how and all of those things. So, yeah, I mean, this is whatever you guys want to talk about day. But before we get into anything, we're gonna go ahead and answer Double Tar's super chats there. So the first thing we've got, we said thoughts.
We just go down and no, yes, no, yes, no. Answer this question.
We've got Double Tar that said thoughts on the Guardians 3 trailer. I thought the Guardians 3 trailer was fantastic.
Fucking return to form, dude.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I loved the opening of that trailer with Drax and the little girl. That is so funny. The comic accurate suits. I love seeing that. I love every time that the MCU adapts the accuracy of the comics. So I love seeing that.
Right. I also like that because this story is going to be just what the High Evolutionary does, and this dealing with a lot of Rocket's past. You know, it's gonna be a pretty dark story, right? Yeah, the High Evolutionary is it is progress in science over anything, right? And so, you know, this is gonna delve into a lot of darker subjects because we went through, you know, Quill's issues with ego, right? You know, we saw that, but now we're going to get to see much darker things in this movie, and it's definitely, this one looks like it's going to be the emotional one, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I swear, if anything happens to Rocket, a grown man will cry.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that...
Do they never fucking miss on their song selection?
No, not anything, especially with the Guardians. I mean, the Guardians...
Yeah.
Both of those soundtracks on those films are great.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, and Guardians is just good, too, about it. It's the opposite, in my opinion, of Eternals, where Eternals pushed all these people in that we didn't really get a lot. We don't really... you know, how am I supposed to care about this many people? With the Guardians, they all juxtapose to themselves but get along and have relationships. So they really researched and did good on building the interconnecting relationships between everyone.
Right.
Because you have the humorous shit, like they're doing the hero walk and she's fucking carrying Star-Lord. But then, like, you know, just seeing that scene where it shows the blood drip off the hook and then Star-Lord just, like, scream, you know, just that pained face.
Even that scene that you just said, that I don't know if that's humorous. I don't know.
It's humorous in the sense of me that it's some Guardian shit.
Yeah,
because it would only be Star-Lord that they're carrying like that.
Yeah, like when I saw that scene, I was thinking to myself, like, because after Drax pegged girl with the ball, it was a drastically serious tone, and like the music, that Bowie song that they were playing, and then you've got the scenes they're showing, like like I said, it was a very...
Yeah, even that quote from Rocket where he was said, we'll all fly off into the sky, in the big blue sky one more time, and it's just like, dude, the movie had it had the soundtrack was great, the visuals look cool, like all Guardians movies do, and especially just, in general, in the MCU, when you're in space, that's kind of, you know, they have the remixed 70s, 60s to, you know, and then up into the 90s music. All that fun stuff. But yeah, the actual images were dark.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man, how'd you feel about Swole Group?
I mean, I've liked the things that I've seen from the holiday special, and then I loved the scene with him and all the guns, and back to back with Quill. Yeah, no, I thought that trailer was great, and that's just the first one. So we still have one more to go, and that comes out in May. So I think, like I said, I thought with you look at that trailer, you look at the Ant-Man Quantumania trailer. You got Ant-Man Quantumania coming out in February. You've got Guardians coming out in May. That's 2 big hits back to back. And I think that...
and they both look like return to form films.
Yeah, it does. That's what I said about Phase 5 and, everything that Kevin Feige's been saying about it and things like that. I think that we are. This is, with both those trailers, that was Marvel saying, I think y'all once again forgot. This is the MCU.
Well, also, I feel like they're pulling out.
As far as quality goes.
I'm telling you, for anyone that doesn't know the story between Rocket and the High Evolutionary, I actually refreshed myself last night. It's really messed up. It's real heartbreaking. They pulled.
Well, the High Evolutionary is really messed up.
Yeah, they're pulling out of their bag with this one. They said, "Oh, we've got shit." They ain't been touching it. They ain't been using it. And Gunn said, "I've been prepping for this the whole time."
Yeah, no, that was great.
Yeah.
And then we got the other one there that says Deadpool kills the Foxverse in the new Deadpool 3 movie. Theories on the TVA now that Agent Mobius is involved. I'm hoping that is not true because I've seen the rumors going around that Deadpool supposedly kills the Fox universe. I don't. And let me rephrase that when I say hope it's not true. I'm hoping that it's a variant Deadpool that's. I'm confused on it, honestly. The reason I'm confused on it is because you've got what Kevin Feige wants to do with the X-Men. The Fox X-Men in the MCU, him saying that that's going to be their farewell, their goodbye. At least that's what the major insiders, the very credible insiders out there that are saying that, the rumor is that that's what he's going to do. That we're not going to get the MCU's mutants until Phase 7. But we are going to have the X-Men. It's just going to be the Fox X-Men. So I'm wondering okay, this could be it then. Okay. Deadpool kills the Fox universe. It could be an incursion. We could have an incursion with the... No.
But see, a lot of those things, too, even you saying that, it just sounds so fucking convoluted. You know what I mean? It sounds very...
No, not an incursion with us.
Well, no, I mean, it's just the level of, okay, you just don't want to get to the point where people are having trouble following along or necessarily... you still also need stakes in your film. I don't. If there's any killing of the X-Men, I think it would be its own separate universe, if anything. Because I do think Feige, he mentioned he definitely wants to do his big farewell to the Foxverse, and also with the Foxverse being its own thing, then you can actually kill off a character. And it still be emotional, still be impactful, but that character will be replaced by ours later on.
Right.
So you can do more with that. You can actually have a emotional, heroic death that is final for the Foxverse character. That is well written and well drawn out. And this is something that, this is where Feige cut his teeth. I think he really wants to do this right.
Yeah, but it still has to play into the overall theme of what's going on currently in the MCU, and that is leading towards Secret Wars. You've got the TVA that's going to be involved. You've got the rumored villain that's going to be Danger from, obviously the Danger Room from Xavier Mansion. That the AI that became sentient and
right.
Blah blah blah. Danger's going to be the villain in the film. You're going to have several different Wolverines. You're going to have Deadpool running into the Fox and killing the Fox. From what we've heard, yes, from what we've heard, this is the rumors, and so far this is all coming from the Marvel subreddit, that same subreddit that drops everything. Deadpool killing the Fox X-Men or Fantastic Four, because the Fantastic Four are going to be in this film. The Fox Fantastic Four are going to be in this film. I mean, it's a Deadpool film in the MCU. So I don't know, because I'm glad you brought that up though, because I've been struggling with that rumor since it dropped on Monday, and that was the whole him killing him killing the Fox universe, but then it played into then it also played into all of that. It's a, I don't know. I have to see more. I need to see more from what they're trying to do with this film.
Well, I also think if they bring them all in, if they get the Fox verse of the X-Men's cast back, I wouldn't want them all to die in a fucking Deadpool movie. And that's just me.
No, they're not gonna. I mean, I don't think they don't though.
Right, but I'm saying the rumor of him killing the Fox verse.
That's why I don't think that's. I just don't think that's happening. I don't think that's the plot for the film.
It's like, hey, do you want to come back and reprise your character just so Deadpool can kill you real quick? And
Yeah, I don't think that's the plot for. I just like when that dropped Monday, I was like, that's not. That kind of contradicts some of the other things that are being said about what's gonna go around the plot of the film, because this, I mean, and we really don't even know the plot right now. Like, we don't know anything besides some of the rumors that we've been hearing thus far, but it has nothing to do with the plot since this one came out Monday, being the whole him killing the Fox X-Men. But again, that contradicts what Feige wants to do with them in the MCU.
Right.
So, I don't know. I need to see more on that. And then the TVA's involvement, my theories on that. I think that if he is killing the Fox, because I thought about this, if he does kill the Fox X-Men, if that is the thing that's going to go on, or something like that happening, it could be a variant Deadpool that's going around too. I mean, you got to think they're going to be going through the multiversal stuff. If Deadpool, our Deadpool, is messes with the timeline of something, then now you've got the TVA involved, you got Mobius and everything going on with that. I do think that, what was one of the things I heard about Mobius in this? I do think that this leads into Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
Not Secret Wars. I think it's going to lead into Kang Dynasty. I think everything is going to lead into Kang Dynasty before we get to Secret Wars.
I'll be real honest with you, though, as a fan. I would love if they did adapt the Deadpool Kills comic series. It's just so I can see Deadpool jump out of the MCU and kill fucking Namor, Ryan Coogler on screen.
And then there's even been people saying that it's going to be like super meta, and that's something I don't want. I don't want it to be super meta.
Have you read the Deadpool Kills?
Yeah,
comic?
I know the.
He came out and killed the comic writers.
Yeah, I know. That's what people are saying, that could that Kevin Feige might be in it, and no, I don't want that. I personally don't want that. I don't want to see that.
I would like that as its own little spin-off thing.
I don't. After what they did with She-Hulk, I don't want to see some meta-ass shit that they think might be funny. And yes, you got Ryan Reynolds behind it, but I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Me personally, though. Somebody else might be like, hey, that's...
But I mean, it also goes into, there's so many other things you can do with Deadpool before you ever get to that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they could as well do it as, that's Deadpool, because he literally loses his fucking mind. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they could always adapt a story like Deadpool Kills with a variant, and then our Deadpool comes in and puts him down. But again, now we're getting into really meta, really complicated storyline for us. Seems like a lot.
Right. Double Tar with 2 more super chats. We appreciate you again. We'll go into the next one there that said, do you think that the MCU's version of the X-Men will debut in Secret Wars alongside the X-Men of the Foxverse? Do you think the X-Men will reveal themselves? So what we've heard is that the X-Men are not... We are X-Men. Earth 19999's X-Men
The MCU's X-Men.
are not going to join the MCU until Phase 7. Phase 7 is when we get our X-Men. The
That's supposed to be
X-Men.
the X-Men arc.
Yes,
right?
yeah, that's going to be the Mutant Saga is what it's being called right now. But if so, the X-Men that we are going to get moving towards Secret Wars is going to be the Fox X-Men. So they are going to be, I'm assuming, brought in with Deadpool.
Right.
So that is where we'll get the Fox X-Men, and they will be the X-Men moving forward for
And that
Secret
is
Wars.
That is a thing, like we were saying. The reason that's happening, from what we know and from what Feige said, it is because he would like to give them a proper send-off. He wants to have the Fox come in, do their thing, have their spotlight, get their send-off, then we will get our MCU mutants down the line. Do I want to wait until Phase fucking 7 to get the mutants involved? Like, the mutants that I know are going to stay? No. But if they get, I've grew up on the Fox mutants, you know? I am not going to bitch
Right.
at all about seeing them on screen.
No, I especially in the hands of now not behind the scenes Kevin Feige, but up front and the boss Kevin Feige and the MCU's hands. And not only that, I'm not mad about. I mean, do I want to wait till Phase 7? No. But am I mad? No. And the reason I'm not mad is because, as we've all said, they have to get the X-Men right. The X-Men can't be something you just throw out there like you did the Eternals. This has to be done correctly. You need to take your time.
Yep.
It needs to be loved by the fans, not what you and your writer's room and whoever the fuck else thought it was cool, what you want to do. No, it needs to be what are the fans wanting to see.
Right.
You need to have your ear to the ground when it comes to the X-Men. You need to make sure that you get the X-Men absolutely perfectly correct. Because this is your most successful outside of Spider-Man. No, even before Spider-Man. This is your most, aren't they? They're most, their comics are even more successful than Spider-Man. So yes, this is your most successful Marvel IP.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do it. You got to do it right.
You can't fuck this up.
No, you can't. So I don't want to wait till Phase 7, but take your time. So now that we have to wait till Phase 7, there is no excuse.
Right.
If something is off, there's no excuse because you've had
everything set.
right.
Ready, they need to
You've had time.
running.
Right.
Hey, real quick before we go on to the next thing, this is super tinfoil hat, right? But I saw this video today, and I was trying to send it to you, and then life got me distracted. So it is. Have you seen this video? It's a guy played WandaVision and Loki, the last episode of each one.
Mm-hmm.
If you start them at the exact same time, like press play on both of them at the same time, at the exact same moment in both shows, when
Are
Wanda
you about to tell
becomes
me
the Scarlet Witch?
Yeah, bro, you are super late, Trey. I love you.
I just saw it. Was like,
Yeah.
yo, is that on purpose?
Well, when we speculated that back in 2020,
Oh, motherfucker! I don't know where that went. I was sitting there, because I watched them when they came out. I didn't miss nothing, but I just saw this video and was like, but that's like the thing of like, if you play a song at the same time as this and play this backwards, it was like, Darius are going to probably call me a fucking idiot because this is the dumbest thing I've ever had.
no, that was a thing that people were thinking. Everybody was like, oh, does this mean that she became the Scarlet Witch at the same time that He Who
Stan, leave
Remains
me
was
alone.
killed? And everything like that.
I'm gullible. Okay.
Yeah, and debunked.
No,
yeah.
Stamina, I'm going to tell you
That's
one
true,
thing.
and
I'm
debunked.
gullible as fuck. There are whole times I will see something and immediately send it to him, and all he has to say is, Trey, who's the source that posted that? And I'm like, fuck! I embarrassed myself again.
It is debunked.
I'm always trying to get news before him, and it never fucking happens. I'll be like 3 hours late, like, hey! Or you'll be waiting for a trailer to come out for like 4 days, and I'll be like, y'all know this trailer just came out?
Yeah. Then we got the next one from Double Tar that said, James McAvoy said he is done as Xavier, but if I was involved, I wouldn't say it. Does that mean he's coming back as Xavier? So,
The
also
werewolf.
involved. Yeah, I did see that too, where he did say, or he was asked, is he going to come back as Xavier? And he also said he doesn't know, he hasn't heard anything. He said, but if I did, I also wouldn't say. And that's what he said. If I was involved, I wouldn't say it. Well, also with that rumor of the X-Men comes the their variants, because you have to, this is Secret Wars, so we have to have, so we will have their variants in Secret Wars, I believe. I don't think their variants are going to be in the whole brought
have
into
multiple generations or forms of each X-Men character until Secret Wars.
But he is involved.
Well, I mean, that's another thing too. That's like, when Andrew Garfield was like, no, they haven't asked me about coming back and playing Spider-Man. It's like,
yeah, and he knew for years.
Feige knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've said about Secret Wars when we've had talks about Secret Wars off camera, and I've said, if you truly believe that
we're not getting everybody,
that they not just that we're getting everybody, but that they haven't contacted these people way before Secret Wars was announced at SDCC. They probably contacted these people. I'm sure Robert Downey Jr.'s known about this since. Actually, let me put it this way. Yeah, I bet Secret Wars has been on the little whiteboard in the office since day one. Like, it's probably, I'm sure of it, bro. Like, that Infinity War, the major things they want to do, I'm sure have been on the board. So they've all known about this.
Are you guys excited about the prospects of MCU Blade movie with the new director? Will it be a dark movie? Dark. Keep in mind we are still talking about the MCU here. Dark is in how Blade, the trilogy Blade was? I don't think so.
No.
But I am excited because I know now from seeing it that Mahershala Ali is the kind of dude that will openly complain if he doesn't like what he's given. And that's a good thing. And this new director, I mean, you got to think, if the lead actor basically gets the director out of the project, the next guy that steps up better be ready to do it right.
Right.
So I am hopeful. I am excited. Is it going to be what I want? I don't think the MCU can give me what I want. No. I don't think they will do a hard R Blade movie.
No, I don't think they're gonna do I don't think it's gonna be a rated R Blade film. I just personally don't. You gotta. I know a lot of us are. I am too. I'm one of a lot of us. I'm in that a lot of us category that are excited about Bob Iger being back. But Iger was one of the ones that never wanted a rated R film a part of Disney at all. So I've even heard people saying, which is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. People saying like, oh, with Iger back, does that mean that, they could possibly put Daredevil, take the R off of No, that was one of Reynolds' conditions.
Oh, Deadpool?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That was one of, what did I say?
Daredevil.
Oh, oops, yeah, Deadpool. That was one of Ryan Reynolds' conditions to even coming back to being Deadpool in the MCU, was that it has to be the way it was when I was doing it with Fox.
Right.
Like, so...
it's his way or he's out.
Yeah, that's what it was, and he got his way. And I mean, because you can't do my opinion, you can't do Deadpool without Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So
Deadpool in the comics picked Ryan Reynolds before Ryan Reynolds picked
Deadpool. Yeah, because he is Deadpool, bro. He is Deadpool.
For anyone that doesn't know, in Deadpool comics, he was like, there was in the comic panel, he's like, we gotta make a movie. First, I have to go kidnap Ryan Reynolds. This is really what Deadpool's the writers had him say in the comic. And then Ryan Reynolds is like, fuck it, I'm Deadpool, let's go. Yeah,
Ryan Reynolds, like I said, he's Deadpool. So it's
my man.
But with Blade, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's yet. I'm gonna say no. I'm saying no. I'm saying it's not gonna be. It's gonna be a hard PG-13. That's what it's going to be.
A lot of fantasy blood.
Yeah, because I mean...
Actually, they probably won't even do blood.
They probably won't. They'll probably do the dust. Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do. They're probably going to fade to dust and ash when he, I don't see... They're not doing blood. I mean, I know I've seen people saying, well, with what they did with Werewolf by Night, black and white, though. It was in black and white. You can do all the blood you want in black and white.
You could have a blood scene, too. But if you're going to have him kill 19 vampires in one big, the nightclub scene.
Yeah, the nightclub scene.
Ash. You can't have him gutting vampires in Disney World.
It's not going to happen.
No.
So
I want the...
I want that.
driving a stake up its fucking, like the gory vampire killer kind of movies, which I think, okay, a good example of this, I think we will get what is along the lines of, did you ever watch the Hugh Jackman Van Helsing movies?
No.
No?
No.
I think we will get something like that. It was cool. It had your Dracula, your vampires, your werewolves, your Frankenstein. There was action, right? It was high stakes, but it just wasn't. You ever watch the Underworld movies?
Yeah, I've seen those.
It was not those. It wasn't that gory, but they're still fighting. So it was still cool. It's just I don't think we'll get what I want.
No. Then we got, will there be 2 kings in Quantumania? From what we've heard, the rumors, there's going to be 1 king in Quantumania, and it is going to be... Well, here's the thing. This is what me and Kellen were talking about last night about it, and this is in that kind of that plot leak that's come out. From my understanding, this king is the king.
Oh.
Which but then that kind of contradicts that contradicts the Fantastic Four plot leak. That could be wrong. That plot leak could be wrong. The Fantastic Four one could be wrong. Mm-hmm. And the Fantastic Four one is that the Fantastic Four are chasing the Kang. Either they are going to be chasing Kang into the quantum realm and get trapped in there, or he traps them. Yeah, they chase him in there, he traps them in there. And that they chase him out. Well, hold on. Okay, wait a minute. No.
Hold up.
No. So the plot leak for the Fantastic Four is that the Fantastic Four are chasing Kang into the quantum realm and they get trapped inside the quantum realm. But from my understanding, they do not have their powers when they are chasing Kang into the quantum realm. So, yeah, make sense of that what you will. But they get their powers while they're in the quantum realm. And then, I guess, fight Kang in the quantum... No. Let me rewind that. The Fantastic Four get trapped in the quantum realm. While in the quantum realm, they get their powers, run into Kang, which could be the Kang that we run into in Quantumania with Ant-Man. Could be that very same Kang. They run into Kang, have the problems that they have with Kang, and then from my understanding that, I guess he captures them, and then in a post-credit scene in Quantumania, we see the Fantastic Four trapped, and Hank Pym recognizes Reed Richards because they're going to be from the 60s. And then that in Kang Dynasty, we see the Kang from Quantumania, and I am assuming the Fantastic Four film, come out, and we see Ant-Man and Hope, because they are still going to be in the quantum realm after this film is over. They're staying in the quantum realm. Ant-Man and Hope stay. Cassie is the only one that gets... Cassie, Hank, and Janet get out. So Ant-Man, Hope, and the Fantastic Four are chasing Kang out of the quantum realm in Kang Dynasty, which puts Kang in the middle of everything going on in Kang Dynasty. So no, there's not 2 Kangs in Quantumania. There's only the one. I'm sorry that took me so long to remember those plot leaks and piece that shit together. So that's what that is supposed to be. It's supposed to be that Fantastic Four in the quantum realm, get their powers there, run into Kang, get trapped there, team up with Ant-Man, chase him out of the quantum realm into Kang Dynasty. So there's the 1 Kang there.
They hit us with could T'Challa from another universe appear in Secret Wars and stay?
No. I'm just going to say. I'm not going to shurcoat it.
Well,
no, I don't think so.
And here's the deal, too. Even if he did, even if I humored the idea, right? I'm still of a fervent belief that 616 is the best of the best. We would be getting a weaker T'Challa. I don't understand why a variant T'Challa... to me, it wouldn't make sense, because why would he abandon his Wakanda?
Because everybody's saying... Well, the people that are... Because I've never been the variant idea. I've never been for that idea.
Right.
But everybody's variant theory is that... Or idea is that his Wakanda got destroyed in an incursion. So our Wakanda is kingless, which it's not, because you got Toussaint, whatever.
T'Child.
And
Titular. I mean, you can
then
make
he
the
takes
story
over.
make it work.
Well, no,
It's just, to me, it doesn't work at all. I
don't want that. I don't want that at all. Like at all.
But also, I mean, think about it even from the standpoint of they've already given us T'Child, right? Why would you give us T'Child, start giving him, these stories, and then immediately just bring... you should have just recast in the beginning. You'd be going back on what you did in Black Panther 2, which doesn't make a... Narratively, it wouldn't work for me.
And then something I saw that I was kind of thinking about when I saw the film when we saw the film the first time, the only time. In the film, Queen Ramonda, because you remember I saw the post-credit scene before we walked in, the day before. So I already knew what TJ looked like. So in the film, and I was gonna say something, I was gonna say to you guys, but I was done, so I didn't really care about seeing him. You see TJ in the film before you see him in the mid-credit scene. He's in the film before I don't know if you paid attention, you realize that. When Queen Ramonda comes to Haiti,
He's one of the children.
He's one of the kids that guides her, or not guides her, that's passing by her. But if she met him, that's how you know that when Nate Moore says that scene was always in the draft, the original draft. No, it wasn't. Because if he would have known his grandmother and that was her grandchild when she came to visit Nakia, it wouldn't have just been a pass me by. Like, right. You're just one of the kids. That's my grandchild. That's my son who I just lost. That's his blood. Right. Of course I'm going to embrace my grandchild. My grandchild's going to embrace me because we've met. So no, don't lie to me. That scene was never in there.
And that's one thing too, but also, she goes and asks Nakia to go on this possibly you could die, suicide run mission here, right? You're the only one I can trust. You have to break into Namor's fucking HQ and get Shuri out, right? You don't think she'd be like, well, my grandson needs a mom?
Yeah.
Or like, or even ask, what are you going to do with him? Like, it just, again, that goes back to that narrative setup and things not making sense. But
that's
I feel
because
that way.
It was never there. It was never in there. It was never a scene that was in, like...
I try not to think...
it was never there.
Sometimes I feel like you should not think too hard on some Marvel things. So if you think about it for more than 10 minutes, you're like, hold on.
Yes, like Drake said, don't think about it too much. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
Because it's like, it'll... Like I said, I still think about some of the plot holes in Wakanda Forever, and I thought about, but I saw somebody else bring it up on Twitter too. So I thought about that whole scene that and I was like, yeah, no, that it doesn't make sense. You can't tell me that scene was already there because it never was.
Like, even Infinity War and Endgame, I think they're amazing films. I love watching them, right? But I try not to think about them too hard.
Yeah.
Because I'll start to, again, Thor's so strong at the end of Infinity War, then he can't barely handle himself against Thanos and Endgame. Stuff like that, where it's like you think about it for more than 10 seconds, it's like, that doesn't work. But, the only thing that's different about this one is they rewrote this movie and there's so much shit to it. If you think of, yeah. But as far as to sum up the variant question, there is a chance we could see a variant T'Challa. I'm not looking forward to it if we do. And I definitely do not believe he's staying anywhere.
I'm that's fine. I will let Trey be Willy Wonka. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We're there. I don't think we're not getting another T'Challa because we have the T'Challa, and it is TJ. That is the MCU's T'Challa. They're not going to bring one in because they don't need to. They have one. That's the future. Double Tar said, there's a theory that the Kang we will see in Loki's 2 is Immortus. Yeah. So I've seen that theory. So a trinity of the two Kangs in Quantumania and Immortus, the three heads of Loki season 1. How likely is that? The theory is, or the thing that I've seen, the rumor, plot leak, whatever it is, for Loki season 2, is that the statue that we see at the end of Loki season 1 is Immortus, and that is his TVA, his version of everything, and he's the guy running the show. So what's going to end up happening to Immortus at the end of this Loki season 2, I'm not sure. Could we see a possible... I do think we're going to see all of the Kangs at one point together.
Right.
Because it's that whole, like Kang was explaining in Loki, the whole multiversal war. I think that's going to happen again. And that's going to be involving, all the Kangs and things that from the first multiversal war. Like he said, there were some that were not as pure as heart as he was, and things like that. So, we'll have. I do think we'll see an Immortus. At one point, Victor Timely was even rumored to be in Quantum Mania, and that was going to be another version of, that's another variant of Kang in Marvel Comics is Victor Timely, and we're supposed to be seeing him in, I can't remember if it was Quantum Mania or another project, but Victor Timely's even rumored to be showing up. So we're going to see variants of Kang. Just the only ones I've heard so far are Victor Timely and Immortus and Loki. So, but we'll see how that turns out. What is everybody saying under that last one?
There is actually one more.
Oh, is there?
Yes. Let's see here. I believe so. Yes. He said, okay, last one. And for those of you that have joined, Double Char has been the man today, so we're making sure we get to his super chats. And we're going to be addressing other comments as well with this open mic night we're doing. So he said, okay, last one. The new comics of X-Men, which I love, has Xavier, Magneto, and others coming out of a portal with the X helmet. Maybe Marvel will adapt that. Is that how the X-Men saga starts?
I think the X-Men saga, I mean, we don't really know anything. Well, I'm not going to say we don't really know. We don't know anything about what they're going to do with the X-Men in the MCU. There's not been anything really coming out from, any of the insiders out there, just that they're going to be coming in Phase 7. I don't think that they come out of a port. I don't think we see them in that capacity. I'm hoping something that, I think it was me, D-Stizzle, and Gray maybe that were all in the last time we were all in the chat. I think we were talking about it. The only thing that logically makes sense is that Xavier, like in Marvel Comics, has used Cerebro to wipe everyone's minds and memories of the X-Men. And, because at that, I don't like the whole theory of Kang snapped and that brought in the X-Men because then explained Namor. I don't like the whole idea of they've just been hiding. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I like the theory of Cerebro, or using Cerebro to wipe everyone's minds of their. But then I don't like the idea that all this has been going on and you haven't been involved. Yeah. I don't know. So that was
my Doom conversation the other day.
I just don't. I don't know. Because it's not an Eternals thing where the Celestials told you can't,
Not only that, but I promise you, with the snap, even if he was hiding everyone, like you're saying, using Cerebro to hide everything, some of his students would have died.
Yeah, some of them still would have gotten blipped, just like in Talakon.
And the X-Men would have come out. You know what I'm saying? Would have come out swinging at that point. So, right. I think it will be.
So I don't know.
They come in some form or fashion, but I don't want them to. That's the thing, though. I don't want them to be variants.
But they're not going to be. That's what I'm saying. They're going to be. But I just don't know how they're doing that.
Right.
How are you going to explain where the hell they've been? They could be variants. They could come out of a portal. It could be. I just don't see that happening in Secret Wars. I don't see them. Because then you would have to have. Think about that. Think about that budget, bro. Mm-hmm. All right, let's think about the budget for Secret Wars alone. You're already bringing back all these actors. Plus, you're going to bring in all your new actors to play the X-Men and have to pay them for however amount of time they're in the film. And I don't like the idea of that's, to me, now you're doing too much in Secret Wars. Right. Because now you're introducing our new X-Men, you've got the X-Men, you've got all this multiversal shit going on.
That's why I question all the weird little leaks, like the angry man in a bar that had the claws, that there was the newspaper that said that, you know what I mean? It was kind of like an alluding to Wolverine, and little, existing already in the world. And I'm just like, then why? How? Like, that doesn't... On top of that, like, the U.S. government is willing to do the Sokovia Accords, but they know about mutants in the comics. Like, it's not like people don't know what mutants are.
Right.
They know.
Unless they're going to be new and... I mean, they can't be. I mean, I don't
No, they
know,
can't be.
because Namor is a mutant.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's, I don't know. They have a lot to clean up. They have a lot to explain. I mean, but this is, again, it goes into that conversation of the fatigue.
Well, I also do got to give them a little bit of credit because they didn't have the rights to them. They just I mean...
No, they didn't have the rights, but...
They could have set something up.
But they're still, like, you made Kamala Khan a mutant. Like, you could have, I don't know, something could have been explained, because there's a lot of plot holes that don't make sense. We don't know where we're going, besides to Kang. We don't know how, let me rephrase it. We don't know how we're getting there. We know where we're going, but we don't know how we're getting there. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, there are so many different plot holes currently going on that don't make sense. So that's where that conversation of fatigue starts to come in, where people are like... I've said this so many times with regular MCU fans that I have conversations with. They're just like, bro, I stopped watching after Endgame because it's terrifying to even think about trying to start from Endgame on to now, because there's so much going on. You got to know this to do that, to connect to this, and it's just like, and then if you're throwing in Kang and incursions and big words like that regular Marvel fans don't know, that haven't been tracking, following this stuff, it's daunting.
Well, and I also think that's where they're fucking up on the comics, because in the comics, you know, you have a run like Secret Wars that has all these people, and guess what? You don't have to read all of their individual comics. That's the difference. I don't force you to read every single hero that shows up there as comics. And if something important to the story happened in, say, Knight Rider, or not Knight Rider, Ghost Rider's comic, right? When Ghost Rider comes on the page, you know what he does? He gives fucking deposition as to why he's there, what he saw, la-da-da. Now, you can go read his, but you don't have to. But in this one, it is kind of daunting to be like, oh, bro, you don't know anything that's going on if you haven't watched these 900 fucking... You know? I get where people are like, oh, shit, that isn't easy for me to just jump in. Yeah. And even if you're a person that catches all the movies, now with all the added series, it's like, oh, shoot. It is daunting. I do get that, but...
Yeah, so it's just like, that's why I don't know. I don't know how they're bringing the X-Men in.
Right.
They have a lot of explaining to do, especially with Namor being however
But
old
I will
he is.
say, they can't fuck up X-Men. Because X-Men is
That's
the
what I'm
kind
saying.
of... You can lose a whole bunch of fans and then do an X-Men movie, and I promise you, there'll be a bunch of people like my dad who's like, I don't give a fuck what the rest of the story is. I'm going for Wolverine, or whoever, right? I'm going because it's the X-Men. I want to see Gambit, I want to see Toad, I want to see Nightcrawler. Like, let's get some X-Men out here, and they will faithfully. And then you get them right back in. Oh, we lost some of you on the ride. Now you're back. It's just like a Spider-Man movie. Y'all can be having the worst phase out of all your phases and still do the best-selling movie of all time.
Right.
Just know your IPs and use them right. And yeah, I'm going to hit a couple of the comments if you don't mind. Again, we appreciate everybody being involved here. So this is back up when we were talking about Blade. Let's see here. Double Tar said, Blade better have blood or I'm rioting.
Get your pitchforks.
Get ready. Ram 2000 stuff. Somebody call Wesley. And then Gray said, a PG-13 Blade. Blade's going to be out here pinching vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're going to be sneezing on him, bro. And you're going to be doing one of them scenes where he rolls marbles on the ground and they slip and fall and poof into dust. That's going to be our Blade.
Yeah, that's it.
And then, yeah, those said John Wick Silver Pencil style. And Dwayne Cinema said, I'm so pumped for John Wick. I'm excited, too. I am fucking excited. Ram 2000 said, if they give us Variant T'Challa and then snatched him away from us, the visceral reaction I will have in the theater will trump Campy's reaction when Ben Affleck left the DCEU. I'll be dragged out. I don't know what Campy's reaction was when he left, but I don't watch John like you do, so...
Yeah, John... Yeah, it was a reaction.
D. Sizzle said, Deadpool didn't start breaking the fourth wall regularly until 2008, Daniel Way run. He's always just crazy and dangerous before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Say that man. It says something when you lay down with death at night, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
With Lady Death. Gray said, "You mean to somebody else's child?" Ranger 1000 who's his godparents. D Sizzle said PG-13 Blade will have the bloody scenes blurred out for the LOLs. Bro, you know what? I would almost rather do that. Go to the movie and like right before it's going in, and then it just like someone Mahershala Ali walks in front of the screen. So I couldn't show you this. Yeah, now I'm doing this over here.
No.
So Yuri G, what up, man? Said there are some scenes that are put in last minute that worked like Spidey and Civil War that worked very well, IMO, unlike the post-credit scene in Wakanda Forever. Agreed.
Yeah.
Tank Kramer said, no way a grandmother not going to love that boy to death after not seeing him in a year. I'm a new dad for the first time, grandparents on both sides. Congratulations, man. Welcome to dadhood. It's fun. They will run me over to get to my son. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, and everybody here that's in the chat right now, Tank Kramer does have a YouTube channel, so go subscribe over there because we always appreciate him being here and supporting us. So please go support. So we appreciate seeing you here, bro.
Let's see, your D said, we got old school T'Challa fans who are just as old or older than the character.
Right.
None of them wants to see a 6-year-old take his spot. Agreed.
Right.
B. Smith said, agree as well. D. Stizzle speaking truth. Gray said, Blade's going to black out, and when he wakes up, there's going to be ash all over the place like Mark did when Jay came calling and left dead bodies around him.
Mm.
And Dwayne Simmons said, what do you think will be more audience loved, Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars? I think Secret Wars, with everyone we're supposed to be getting.
It's tough to say. And the reason I say it's tough to say is just because Kang Dynasty is supposed to be heavy with the shits too. I mean, it's not supposed to be a Secret Wars by any means, but we're supposed to see some shit in Kang Dynasty. Like, we've got the rumored... Is it Toby? Toby in Kang Dynasty? Spider-Man will be in Kang Dynasty. Shang-Chi will be in Kang Dynasty. I mean, they'll all be in Secret Wars too. But that's tough to say. I think I'm gonna say Secret Wars just because of the nostalgia factor that's gonna come with it. Because it's gonna feel.
Well, and it's doing something unprecedented.
Yeah, it's got to be a huge film.
Yeah. Let's see here, and then Diesel said, going the Ultimate X-Men route is the best option for me. Mm-hmm. Jonathan Hickman's X-Men relaunch was definitely done because of Marvel's requiring those film rights. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Ramsey said they missed the opportunity to have Wanda do a reverse No More Mutants. I mean, yeah.
They did miss that.
They missed the House of M moment,
They did miss out on that. That was a major theory going around, is that she was going to say No More Mutants or something like that, or
well, no, the theory was that she was going to pull them all in because that's what her kids are.
Yeah.
And she was going to be like mutants.
Yeah.
Where in House of M, she genocides the mutants by doing the No More Mutants.
Yeah, they missed the opportunity for sure with that.
Mm-hmm. And Dwayne Simmons said Kevin Feige confirmed that Secret Wars have a similar but different portal scene from everyone. Yeah, we're supposed to get...
He said he wants to do that.
Avengers Assemble on crack.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Black Claw 2 said apparently Wakanda Forever might end up making less than Multiverse of Madness and Thor 4. Ouch. Yeah. I haven't looked at the numbers recently. I know Gray broke them down to me a while back. Gray and somebody else in the Discord did. And then, let's see here. And then Dwayne Cinema said, I hope they make Kang very difficult to kill. Thanos was defeated after only 2 films. Hopefully Kang will have a much longer run. That's a thing. I don't like the kill factor, right? Because
I'm trying to see where you are.
Towards the bottom.
What'd you just read?
The Dwayne Cinema here. I hope they make Kang very difficult to kill. Right there.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, a lot of villains, in my opinion, deserve more than one run. It doesn't have to be a one and done kind of thing. It can be they get beaten in one area and you think they're beaten and they come back in another area, just like the comic books, you know?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Kang can be formidable and be a really hard uphill battle to fight. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean, one, we never have to see him again, or that, two, the next time you see him, he's not just as terrifying as he was before.
Right.
You know, like, I'm still convinced we will have a Thanos again. I don't think that storyline's
Thanos-
over at all. I mean, if you know anything
Thanos
about
will
Marvel
be
Comics,
back.
he's
Thanos
not
will
done.
be back. Thanos will be back. Thanos has to be a part of Secret Wars. Thanos will be back.
Thanos is a part of most things. I mean, he's very popular in the MCU. He's a commonly used villain.
I mean, Thanos is supposed to be in Eternals too.
Yeah.
Well, at least something with Thanos. I don't know if it's a flashback. I know that he's supposed to be in Eternals too.
And then, Tank Kramer said, appreciate the shout out. I'm at Spoiler Kings.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely go check out Spoiler Kings page, you guys.
Yes.
And then Ram 2000 said, trigger that, like Magneto encouraging her or her being used by some government to eliminate mutants. That could even keep the Magneto Jewish storyline, because if she's his daughter and he has her maybe, let's say, in the 70s, then government uses them to do more mutant scenarios in mutants. And then Gray said, the box office numbers steadily declined this week. Ooh.
Yeah. You know another one that didn't do good, that I said wasn't going to do good, that everybody was telling me because it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson was going to do good. I told y'all that shit wasn't going to do good. And I don't mean
how it did overseas.
And I don't mean that like shit, because it wasn't a bad movie. I love that movie. It was the plot shit. The movie itself was a good movie, but I said it wasn't going to do good because not because it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but because Dwayne The Rock Johnson has never tackled a superhero role that is beloved by everyone. The shit he's done is like Jumanji and Hobbs and Shaw. I'm talking his headline films, Jungle Cruise. Mm-hmm. Those are films where you can do big numbers because those are like family type films. I had people asking me, I thought Black Adam was black. Nobody even knew who Black Adam was besides hardcore fans. And hardcore fans weren't feeling some of the shit they were hearing that was being changed with their character. So I just, the point I was making when I was saying it wasn't going to do good was because he's not tackling, this ain't a Jungle Cruise film. This ain't Jumanji.
Yeah.
This is Black Adam.
Right. And I'm looking here just to get the numbers down. Let's see here. So,
and over in China, it released at the worst time because they're all on strike and on COVID lockdowns.
It still did like double what it did in the U.S. Or not double, but it did more than domestically. So Black Adam, the budget for it was 195 to 200 million.
And it didn't break even here.
No, but the worldwide is 378 million. And this is what I mean about him killing overseas more and more. Wait, let's see here. So like Hobbs and Shaw.
Bingo, Gray. The Rock spoiled the surprise cameo. And
Yeah.
he did that shit honestly in Super Pets. When Black Adam, when he posted the post-credit scene of Black Adam and his dog showing up in Super Pets. And that's when everybody was like, oh, wait. Because they, like, him and Superman had that conversation. Like, oh, we'll see. Or whatever that happened. Yeah, like, bro, what?
Yeah. Let's see here. And just so you guys know, yeah, we are fully open discussion. So anything y'all want to throw out in the comments, feel free. We're cool sticking to Marvel. We'll also jump around to whatever you guys want to know, want to talk about. We'll go with the chat today for sure. It's glad you guys are here and rocking with us. It's good to see.
Black Claw said, place your bets. How likely... Damn, that moved. How likely...
Is to Junior.
Going to be aged up in Secret Wars or Kang Dynasty to at least be in the early 20s and be Black Panther for the remainder of the... I don't think he's going to be aged up. I really don't. I really don't think they're going to age him up. Because you got to look at some of the things Nate Moore has already said. When he was asked about Storm, he said, well, Storm and the Black Panther have a really interesting relationship in publishing. Then you go and look at some of the things that they've said about,
what does he mean, interesting relationship?
He's a
it's
moron.
called The Bride.
He's a moron. And I think what they're going to do, because you've got, with Ryan Coogler talking, I've said this so many times with Ryan Coogler talking about the whole T'Challa's story in the comics and bringing that up. He only brought that up after the film, after the mid-credit scene had been revealed, after he said, he was like, oh, well, in the comics, T'Challa grew up without his father. We did it different in our movie, but T'Challa grew up without his father in the comics, so there's some really interesting stories that could be told there. What they're going to do is they're going to take to Junior, TJ, Toussaint, whoever, to somebody else's. They're going to take him. They're going to take T'Challa's stories, the T'Challa's stories from the comics, and they are going to take that and let him be the T'Challa that adapts those into their MCU version. So we're still going to get our Storm, and we're still going to get the T'Challa relationship. But it's going to be their twisted version of it, because Storm and T'Challa in Marvel Comics meet at a young age. I'm telling you. I'm laying it out, bro. This is what they're going to do. This is what they're going to do. Why? Because they hear the recast crowd. They see all the theories we throw out. They don't care about the theories because, well, actually, here's the thing. I'm not going to say they don't care about the theories. Since they don't hire comic writers, let Nate Moore tell it. They're listening. They're seeing. They see everything. And then what they're doing is they're taking all that shit and they're like, oh, because everybody's been saying all this shit. Everyone said all this. Like, these are things that they're going to do. I'm telling you. Bro. TJ is it. That's their Bombay.
Bombay.
that's their everything right now.
Hey,
so
I want to hit something real quick because I'm seeing it down here. The Anime Dope Boy, who are you talking about? So I don't like the fact that you slammed a show you haven't seen, One Piece. All you need to do is watch a video on YouTube explaining how dope that anime is. Who's shitting on One Piece?
I have no idea.
That's very...
Because
I have fucking 4 One Piece tattoos.
The only
Who's
time
shitting on One Piece?
The only time One Piece comes out of my mouth is when I say I just want one piece of some, or if I'm talking to this man because he's the One Piece fan. We don't ever talk anime because I don't know anime. You guys were trying to talk anime with us the other night, and me and Kellen were like, "What?"
Yeah.
It's like I have no idea. That's a Trey question.
Yeah, I'm just curious who's talking about who's shitting on anything here. And then here's a Star Wars question for you. Tank Kramer said thoughts on the Alkalite being Sith base.
Oh, he's talking about the Bruta. So he's talking to someone up top.
Well, that's what I get for skipping shit.
Yeah, Trey's your One Piece guy. You want your anime, you want your One Piece. Trey is going to be able to tell you everything about it.
Yeah.
That I'm sure you probably already know. Oh, is he talking about me? There's no way you're talking about me because I don't. If I spelt his name right, looked very confused. I don't talk about anime at all.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so when it goes to, we all kind of have our I would say our specialties or our focuses.
There's ICMD Stizzle. There's no way he's talking about me. Talking about, because let me see.
Okay, so I will say this, actually, seeing as how I've read this series for going on fucking 20 years, I wouldn't recommend anybody watch it. I'd recommend anybody read it. No one should watch 1,000 episodes of shit. That pacing is terrible if it's 1,000 episodes. Typical anime adaptation is 3 to 6 chapters per episode, depending on if it's filler or what's going on in the story. So how come there is 158 chapters of One Piece or 1,058, and we're going on over 1,000 episodes? It means the pacing is just bad. You read it, it's the source material, it's the way to go. One Piece is made like a 90s anime where it comes out weekly without seasonal breaks. It's not adapted well. I wouldn't recommend a single person watch it.
Well, I'm gonna
address
that too. Please clip me the video or the clip or something. I guess I said this in a live, but please clip me where I slammed a show I haven't seen in One Piece, because I don't talk about One Piece. I don't think about
You don't
One
talk
Piece.
about anime at all.
Yeah, at all, because it's not on my radar. I don't care. So please clip me where I slammed the show. It's one thing to tell me to give it a chance, but it's another thing to say I've slammed something if I don't talk about it. As I always say, the things I don't care about, I don't speak on.
Right. No, yeah, and that's what I'll end it with someone who literally, right here, who thinks it's the greatest work of fiction I've ever read in my life. I would not recommend a soul watch that fucking show. You read it, or you know, like, I understand all the complaints about a 1,000-episode fucking series. It's unnecessary. It should be no more than 400. Now, sorry, I had to go on that tangent there. Where are we even at? Let me see here.
I'm not sure.
Oh, also, yeah, Dwayne Cinema, he said that he's 40% Secret Wars is definitely over 3 hours long. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
We can do this,
Like, I feel like Secret Wars is going to be a fucking 3-movie event.
Yeah.
Like Secret Wars Part 1, Part 2, Part 3.
We can do this tier list with you guys, too.
Ooh.
But I'm trying to find one where it's just...
MCU.
Yeah, and not all the Marvel movies and stuff.
And Black Claw. About the Inhumans, man, I don't know what Marvel's hatred is for the Inhumans. I don't know what their beef is.
It's a confusion thing. That's something me and Kellen were talking about last night too.
Yeah.
The MCU thinks that us as an audience are unintelligent enough to discern the difference between the Inhumans and the X-Men. So, same thing that they think is why we can't. Same reason Talakon is Talakon and not Atlantis, because they were like, oh, we didn't want to confuse. Another one. The same reason Christian Bale is Gore, because we didn't want to confuse people with thinking he's Voldemort. Like, no, I get the difference. I know what movie I'm watching. I'm not stupid.
Didn't y'all say that and show that in the Discord too? It was a link to the reason why they didn't have Adam Warlock early on in his whole deal with the Soul Stone.
Yeah, bro, it's like so that's why we don't have, because the Inhumans were on the slate for like phase
Black Adam and the
2.
Soul Stone would confuse people. Raymond, why are we gonna be mad at you this time?
Because he's probably talking about the tier list. I'm trying to find a good one because this doesn't have all 30 films.
Let me see here. So, Zangbetta said thoughts on the Fallout TV series. It's being made by Amazon. Todd Howard said the show won't follow any of the game storylines. That's a tough one for me, but I'm always really critical of video game series being made into TV shows. I'm extremely, extremely hyped for the HBO The Last of Us series. Only because that's, storyline-wise, my favorite video game series ever made. But the creator's also, like, in on it. You know, he's doing the fucking, what J.K. Rowling did, and pulling up a chair and being like, let's make this so. So, but as far as that goes, I need to know who's involved. Because I thought The Witcher was dope until I found out no one fucking knows what The Witcher is who's making it now. You know, I understand you don't have to be married to the source material. You are making your own thing in your own medium. But you have to know what you're writing about, what the audience expects. Like, this is the same reason I haven't watched that stupid fucking Halo series.
Okay, so this is really, like, I don't know who updates this stuff or how it works, but I can't find one with all 30 films.
Oh, also, you guys, I'm gonna let you know now, I don't agree with the rest of the internet. I'm not fucking with that new Transformers trailer. Mirage was cool.
What do you mean Mirage was cool? He didn't really do shit but duplicate himself.
It's the G1, the G1 Mirage look is what I'm talking about. RC is cool because of her G1 look. Wheeljack, I liked seeing. They're going back to the first generation cartoon look. I didn't give a shit for Optimus Primal. The Maximals are okay. We didn't see like any fucking Terracons.
They're saving the Terracons.
I know, but show me fucking something. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it looks good, and what I mean by looks is the CGI and the whole the transforming the effects. And again, I do love the G1 look of them all. I don't fucking care anymore.
Damn.
I really do hope, since they brought in RC, that we'll get Hot Rod, so then they can do the fucking G1 where Optimus actually dies. We get Rodimus Prime. That's the only storyline I fucking care about. I grew up on that shit, dude. My uncle was a ridiculous Transformers fan when I was a little kid. I broke all of his really expensive old school first-gen Transformer toys.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, he had VHS tapes of the whole series. Like, the last season of G1 Transformers never got translated to English, and it didn't have subs back then. He just had Japanese videos where he would watch them, and I'm like, what are they saying? I was so confused.
I think this one might be it. I think this one is it. It's got some other stuff on here, but I think it's got all of the Marvel films.
Gray, I would be cool if they did the fucking Mini-Con series they did in the, what was that, like, early 2000s animated series? Where they get the big fucking sniper rifle and the badass shield. The Westworld writers are involved. That's dope, but not necessarily. That's what I'm saying, Beto, because
Okay, let me see.
Westworld Season 1 was 10 out of 10. I mean, it was incredible, but that show fell off for me real quick. I feel like it wasn't necessarily the writing that made that show good, it was the unpredictability. And once they needed to go discovering the world was what was cool about Westworld. And once we figured it out, I don't think the plot, the driving narrative, held as strongly as the mystique for the world did.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
There's so many. So we're trying to get this list together for.
Okay, I found one with all of them.
Yes.
Okay, because I was like, what?
All
the
right,
fuck?
so
Why
this
don't
is
they
going to
have
be
one?
the day we learn how much we don't like Rayman 2000.
Let's see. Now it's got a bunch of other stuff on here, but it's still got all of the ones, the films.
And real quick before we get into this, because I've seen you pull this up more than once, Duade Cinema, you brought up the Castillo Protocol. I haven't played it yet. I did see it kind of got review bombed on Steam. I finished God of War, then jumped and did the Yuffie DLC for the FF7 remake. And I've been playing a lot of Overwatch 2. So I haven't had a chance to jump on it yet. But I did see earlier today that it was getting review bombed pretty hard. But I also saw the same people posting it were like, really? Like, it was kind of surprising. But that's one I plan on jumping into. Castillo Protocol looks fucking cool.
Okay. Let's see. We'll play. We'll do a tier list for Marvel films here, and yeah, we'll start. I'm just gonna start here with. I guess we'll start with the. Let me do this really quick. So I can see it over here. Okay. Boom. What did I just... Well, as you can... There we go. Okay.
Now, Gray, I hear what you're saying, but, like, that movie was so good to me, and it still holds up to this fucking day. Like, when they threw Megatron out of the fucking... Like, when Unicron turned Megatron into Galvatron. Holy fuck, dude.
And that's where all this is going, to Unicron. Scourge is the main villain in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is going to Unicron. I'm telling you.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, if they adapt it right, I'm ready to kill Optimus. Let him die.
No, fuck you.
That's what happened, and then he gave the Allspark to Hot
I
Rod.
know, but I don't want him to die. I don't want him to die.
I just love that movie so fucking much. That's like that movie, that whole plot. My uncle was 11 when I was born, right? So I'm that's like 5-year-old me in my fucking underwear, eating some fucking cereal with a blanket wrapped around me, watching my uncle cry while Optimus is dying. Like,
let's see. Okay. So we'll just start we'll start at the beginning here. We're just going to kind of go in order of, not in timeline order, but just order of their films. So we'll start with the first Iron Man. And the first Iron Man. I'm going to put the first Iron Man, for me personally, I'm going to give it a B. I'm going to put it in B tier. That's me personally. Iron Man, the first Iron Man, it's a good film. It is a good film. I mean, I really love the scenes where he goes back with the fully functioning suit and frees all the hostages and fucks everybody up. I love the getting to see him use the weaponry on the suit and everything like that. It's dope. It's not A or S to me.
Now, mine might change depending on what I place in. We're talking fucking 40 movies here. You know what I mean? Like, once I get to looking at it, I'm like, is it really A? I think B is fine. I just remember being a kid and him first sitting with Jarvis building the suit and, talking to it and how dope that was the first time I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe, back in 2008 when we were in 8th grade. But
I would put it B. B makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a B. Feel free to argue that if anybody thinks that it should be different. Grace said, I liked it, but they did Ironhide and we're still talking about Transformers. Yeah. B.
B tier. I'll allow it.
Then we've got Iron Man 2, which I would put in E.
Ooh.
If we're comparing it to the 30 films in the MCU, and
I'll put it D, but Iron Man fucking 3 is going lower.
No, okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting them confused. I would put Iron Man 2 in D, and I'd definitely put Iron Man 3 in E.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put Iron Man 2 in D, and I would definitely put that monstrosity of 3.
Yeah.
But 2 is disappointing too, because you've got everything going on with the Mandarin. That wasn't the Mandarin. We never got to see Tony fight the Mandarin.
Bro, no. I won't let you have this one, because that scene on the fucking tracks.
Yeah, that wasn't the Mandarin.
That was such a dope scene.
Yeah, it's a dope scene.
Tony's got the fucking suitcase.
Bro, that was one. That's the only, like, when I think
Isn't that also the scene where he's a drunk at the party trying to show off his costume?
Yeah, you've got that scene too. Yeah,
so
but you've got, like, in terms of just the overall 30 films in the MCU, anytime I think about Iron Man 2, and this is me personally, it's the first thing you brought up, the scene on the track. That's the only thing I ever think about when I think Iron Man 2, because the hammer stuff, just, they didn't do it the way it should have been done.
The whole fucking movie, I think it literally starts out where he's having the fucking science contest, he's showing all his bots get hacked, he has to fight them, War Machine comes in. I love that movie.
That's but where does it, so for in all 30 films,
D.
Yeah, it's not that great.
And yeah, I am seeing that where Raymond said, holy shit, Raymond. Okay, well, I don't care what Raymond says. Iron Man 3 goes in A.
Raymond is disqualified.
Okay. Alright, I'm cool with D. I was going to say maybe C. D is alright. Because again, we're talking the rest of the fucking... Yeah.
Iron Man 3 has to be E.
E? Yeah.
It's just not... No.
Not good.
It's
just not good.
It's not. I bet you do adore Iron Man 3. You're disqualified. You're fired.
Yeah, but I like a lot of shit movies too, but I still know they're shit movies.
Oh yeah, ScarJo did cameo in 2.
And so did Samuel Jackson. He cameos in most things early MCU.
Yeah, that's right. ScarJo did cameo in too. She had that whole montage hallway scene. Huh. It's still D. But that scene is good too. Her scene, the hallway scene she has, it's still good. Yeah, I forget she's in that. Let's see. Then we've got both Ant-Mans.
I'll let you answer first. 'Cause
Well, understand my bottom tier that I'm comparing most of these movies to is the Dark World. So, I will put the Ant-Mans in Ant-Man 1, maybe C, Ant-Man 2, D. I can watch Ant-Man 1 again. I don't mind it. It's nothing like I'm super excited about, but it wasn't the movie wasn't objectively bad. So I say Ant-Man 2, D, Ant-Man 1, C.
I would go Ant-Man D, Ant-Man 2E. In terms of the overall MCU, it just ain't it. We're talking 30 films.
No, I know. I would say Ant-Man 1 is definitely C. For me. And then, Ant-Man 2, I barely remember the plot of it.
I just remember ghosts glitching throughout the damn bank. Or wherever they were.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe not C.
I'm telling you,
it's I'll put Ant-Man 1 in D and Ant-Man 2. Yeah, I'll do D and E. It's fine.
It's like I said, in terms of just the overall, it's okay. I would have put it in C for you. I would have put it in C because we both agreed on.
I'm gonna look at some of these. And we got a lot of movies to go.
Because we both agreed on 2 being in E. Let's see. Now we've got, let's do Cap's films.
Oh, God. We're going to see the polar opposite happen here.
The first one. Now, again, I'll do C for the first one. I'll agree to that. C for the first one. Now, Winter Soldier is easily S.
S tier.
Easily.
Arguably the best film in the MCU.
Easily S. Civil War is an A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Civil War is definitely A.
Civil War ain't got shit. Even with all them cameos, it ain't got shit
on Winter Soldier.
Oh my God.
Winter Soldier is great.
And anybody in the chat, if you don't believe Winter Soldier is one of the greatest MCU film, you're out of your mind.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about in...
Wasp fight scene that she had in Ant-Man 2. I can't put Ant-Man 2.
Raymond. Civil War was so good.
Winter Soldier is a A. No, Raymond. No. Yes. So then we've got the first Avengers film.
The first Avengers film?
The first Avengers film.
Ho.
I just no, I haven't. I didn't just recently rewatch it. I haven't seen it in a while. I haven't seen it since I did that Marvel journey with my friends.
Yeah, S is above A, Raymond. The first Avengers is... man, there's so many iconic moments from that one.
There are.
We have a god. Or I am a god. We have a Hulk.
Yeah.
So when you see Tony first scene, he falls away, just the suspense of what's coming, like, oh my God, I know it's an A, but I'm debating on S. That's when you get your billionaire playboy philanthropist. The only thing I don't like is they make Captain out to be a bitch in that movie.
Not only that, I also hated there's some corny things.
There are. The whole get ready, suit up, and it's the close-ups on them like
A.
Like
I just thought of Age of Ultron.
His
Age of Ultron's an A.
Yeah, I think it's better than Avengers 1.
It is.
I like the.
It is
scenes
better
where
than
they're
Avengers
humanized.
1.
I like the scenes of them at the bar.
I would say
talking.
it is better. It is better.
But no, but I mean, I really think y'all can't tell me because I remember when they're on the fucking ship, everyone's fighting. Tony's outside doing his thing. Everyone's fighting. And what the fuck is Cap doing?
Are we
Two
talk-
men with guns are shooting at him, and he's doing this, just waiting and waiting. Everyone's doing badass shit. And finally
Yeah,
he
but Cap,
throws the shield.
well, Cap had a different mission though.
But they made him a bitch.
Yeah, but he's getting shot at, and he had to turn his back to. It's just kind of like in Winter Soldier when he had to turn his back to stop the ship, and he was still getting shot though. Like, so it was either get shot or, and you know, I just thought in that scene he was kind of. But let's see.
They definitely made him look like the weakest Avenger.
I'll put it in. I'm putting Avengers in A. Then we've got.
Raymond is okay, bro. He's still concerned about this A and S tier. He's like, y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand.
He's already nobody put the hex on me. Are we talking about Avengers? Man, I put it in A. I just don't see it as an S. I don't.
It's not Endgame level.
It's great. I like the film a lot, but we're talking 30 films.
We're gonna get a lot of A tiers, and that's fine. S has to stick out. All right, what's next?
We'll go with the first Doctor Strange.
B to C.
Be honest with you, I really like the first one. But I just can't put it in above a. Oh
I
man,
think C.
Yeah, because let me see. Let me think. I'm trying to think about that film. I really love the scenes when he first shows up at Kamar-Taj and the Ancient One takes him on that trip through the multiverse.
The Ancient One was dope.
The visuals, not just that, the whole scene with why am I blanking on names again tonight? Villain starts with a K. Why am I blanking on his name?
Chat. Y'all were reminding me last night on names because I was having a bad name night last night.
Who?
Dude chasing the Ancient One through the Mirrorverse.
The Mirror Realm. Why do I call it the damn Mirrorverse? It's not it's another bad night for me.
But I think the question we need to argue
Caecilius.
here. Caecilius.
Thank you.
I think the thing we're trying to argue here, though, is because obviously it's not an A because A is it's not on par with Cap Civil War and the first Avengers. So arguing it's
That's true. That's true. If we're looking at what's already in A, can you say Doctor Strange is up there with Civil War and Avengers?
And what
No.
is B? Is that Cap 1?
No, Iron Man 1.
Or
Cap
Iron Man 1,
Cap
yeah,
1
yeah.
is in C.
I mean, that's why I initially said C, but B is also possible. I'd be fine with B. It's not fucking A. I don't give a shit. It's not that good.
I'll put it in
It's
a
an
B.
origin story movie, guys. Come on.
I'll put it in a B because there are several things that that are pretty cool in it. I'll put it in B.
Oh.
Which leads us to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, D.
Ooh, I am gonna disagree.
D.
I
My
can't.
son watched it the other day, and it just... How many times have you watched it now?
I've seen it quite a bit.
I did... Probably my third watch, I was like, oh...
I like the film. I don't love it.
Did I say D or C?
I think you said D.
Well, what do we got in D?
Um,
And Wanda was dope.
Iron Man and Ant-Man. It's damn better than both of those shits.
Agreed.
Um,
Agreed.
Multiverse of Madness, for me, because of Wanda's performance alone, I have to put it in a B.
Yeah.
I mean, Wanda was purely amazing the entire film. Like, bro, that's what I wanted from Wanda. I mean, if anybody has been here, especially through our Multiverse of Madness breakdowns and talks and plot leaks, bro, you know that I have been on Wanda's.
Gray said Wanda's horror movie is a B.
I thought Wanda was great, like that when she shows up to Carmitage and says,
I mean, you're right, but I mean,
show
I'll
you
even
just how
argue that
reasonable.
it's more memorable to me than most of the events of Strange 1.
Yeah, she was,
Put it in B.
man.
It ain't no fucking A.
She said that was me being reasonable. Yeah. Yeah, and then after seeing the deleted scene, what they were gonna do with her at Carmitage, whew. Yikes. Bro, she was dope.
No More Champagne said his problem, he said B. My problem is it wasn't a Doctor Strange movie, it was a Wanda movie featuring America Chavez with a lengthy cameo from Doctor Strange.
Lengthy cameo. He said a lengthy cameo. Oh shit, that's funny.
I wish Q was here.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of glad he's not in the chat when we're ranking the fucking Doctor Strange movies.
2 Doctor Strange films, they still didn't get him right. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Maybe Doctor Strange 3. That is coming before Secret Wars, so maybe that one. Maybe. Yeah, actually, I don't know. I'll be sharing the screen with Clea. So.
Yeah.
Let's see. The first Black Panther film. I really like that. I really love that film.
I'm jumping between A and B.
It's an A for me. Not just because he's my favorite character,
You can have a little bit of,
but because that film, shut up, T'Challa. That's literally T'Challa barking. I think it's an A because what it did for the MCU, what it did obviously with things we talk about culturally and just that, and then you've got seeing the character of, even though he wasn't Civil War T'Challa, but seeing the character of T'Challa in his own film and the Black Panther and that first opening scene when you've got those guys that have the hostages and the flashlight goes and he's just perched in that tree. That is such a beautiful shot. Like that, man, that
it also, I mean, yeah, because it also did have great humor. It also had great action and suspense. It had a really great plot that they
beautiful soundtrack.
The soundtrack was amazing. Put it in A.
Yeah, I think BP1 is an A for sure. That's Black Widow.
No, what you just put up there.
Yeah, that's BP1. Now we've got Black Widow.
You go first on this one, because I have not nice things to say.
Oh, I don't have anything nice to say. For me, Black Widow's it's on par with Ant-Man and Iron Man 2.
I'm going to say E because of what they did to my boy Taskmaster.
Yeah, that could easily, put it in
I've watched
an E.
it once. I don't care to see it a second.
No, I've not seen it again. That could put it. Oh yes, I have, because I did that Marvel journey. That could be
no,
an E.
Hard. It does not deserve that C spot. Again, they fucked Taskmaster. I'm solid on E.
It could be an E because of what they did to Taskmaster, and then that whole third act. Jesus, what is with Marvel in their third acts?
Yeah, they can't nail them very well.
Oh no, it was just third acts in Phase 4. Well, no, because there is who said that, the third act of BP3, Stamina. There is that. Yeah. I'm gonna put it in an E. Black Widow. you had me a little bit with the opening too of Black Widow. Like the opening of it was not bad. That opening scene when it goes into the opening credits and it's I forget what song it's playing. Damn, I forget the name of that song. But you got that whole thing with them corralling all the girls up and putting them in those shipping crates and everything like that. That opening was really good, and like there were. It's still an E. There were.
We're making Double Tar so mad with this list.
Double Tar's like what? Yeah. Yeah, that intro was fire. It really was fire. Yelena was phenomenal. Like I said, there were good things. There were good things that I did like. I liked the Yelena Widow fight in the apartment. I liked.
Double Tar said the end had him in tears.
Oh, I just was not feeling that third act at all. I really wasn't even feeling the jailbreak scene. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And then the way the helicopter they were in just fell. Like some cartoon stuff, like how it just dropped out the sky. Yeah. Black Widow was not kind. And the audience was not kind to it.
But I would say, I watched it. I was not engrossed in the film. And
Well, I think
fucked over a villain that I like a lot.
A lot of people stopped caring because you advertised it for 2 years. And I know that that's not like, Scarlett Johansson's fault or anything like that, but you advertised it for 2 years and
I'm not excited. I'm not excited for the next one. I'm not.
Well, this one's actually Age of Ultron.
Oh, okay. I saw Captain Marvel.
Age of Ultron, I would say, is an A. Yeah, I would say Age of Ultron is an A. I think it's a great movie. I love the opening of Age of Ultron, seeing them be that team. Yeah, Vision, as easily like me and Kellen were talking about that the other night.
Isn't Age of Ultron the scene where Hawkeye goes to get Widow? Or not Widow, goes to get Wanda?
No, that's Civil War.
That's Civil War?
Yeah.
Okay, I love that scene too. Dumbledore said slightly lowers Pitchfork.
Yeah. Vision was at his strongest, the strongest he's ever been in the MCU.
Pull up the fucking hammer.
Yeah, in Age of Ultron, he hasn't been that strong since Age of Ultron. But that film was great. I loved it. Like I said, I loved the teamwork that we got to see between them. I loved
the fucking city floating, like the epicness of Sokovia and what happened there, like translated on screen very well.
Yeah, it was dope. I loved Thor in Ultron too. That's we're having that conversation about Thor being smart or whatever in the MCU, and that's one of the films where they executed Thor very well. I thought he was intelligent, he was strong, he was, at leadership qualities and all that stuff. I liked Thor.
Oh yeah,
Thor was great in Ultron.
Especially, I loved the conscious, like when everyone tried to lift the hammer and took turns, and like when Cap went to do it, he literally sat up concerned. Like you can see, he's like, but he seemed like a real. In a lot of MCU writing, he's the dude that's like, "Ha ha, my friend," and he's over the top stupid. Where in that movie, over the top. They play into the Asgardian. I want to say stupid, but you know what I mean? Where in that movie, it made sense that he could, like, sit across from you and have a conversation with you. And, like, they really, really played Thor up well there.
Yeah,
and then that intro scene, too.
Yeah, he's great in Age
scene.
of Ultron. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the intro is great in Age of Ultron as well. I thought Age of Ultron was really good.
Yeah. Maybe Ultron himself is probably the only downside to that movie.
Next is Captain Marvel.
C or D. I've seen it once and I damn near fell asleep.
Captain Marvel, I would have to put Captain Marvel in E.
Yeah, I literally fell asleep.
Captain Marvel to me is just it's I'm trying to remember things from Captain Marvel. I mean, there are things I remember, but Captain Marvel is just not a memorable film. Like when I'm going through when I have the timeline in my head, I don't.
Double Tar, I literally ranked this. If I've seen your movie once and it barely caught my attention, you can go right to E.
Because is it on par with Captain America 1?
No. I wouldn't say it's on par with Ant-Man 1 or Iron Man 2. I fucking liked Iron Man 2. It's at least a movie I've watched more than once. I have not watched this movie more than the one time, and I did not enjoy it.
What are the two last ones down there? Do not remember. Hey, I didn't even know that was a category.
What?
Do not remember is not a category. I remember Captain Marvel because you asked me what it was like. Can you take me scene by scene like I could do with some other? No. I don't. I remember her taking
saying we got Skrulls, a young Monica, but they did Nick Fury dirty.
They did. We did get a young Monica, but it wasn't. I didn't like what they did with Monica in that because Monica is a daddy's girl. Daddy's not even in the picture. So now she's gonna have daddy issues.
Yeah, and you gotta also think, guys, we're rating this compared to where we've ranked the other movies so far. So like, was Captain Marvel again as good as Iron Man 2? Was it better than
T Stizzle said it's an F.
I'd put it D.
Okay. I'll put I was really one to put in the do not remember, but I'll put it in E.
Fucking Double Tar's raging. Right? He's like, you assholes.
Well, yeah, Gray's right. Marvel didn't even have powers. Stamina said, "Alrighty." D Stizzle said that Rich Marvel history was wasted. Yeah, Monica's origin was trash. Nick Fury was emasculated. Yeah, I hated what they did with Monica's story. Where's Mackie's sister's baby's daddy? Who knows? Why couldn't he get a bank loan? Okay. Next we've got Guardians.
Guardians 1?
Guardians 1. I would put Guardians 1 in, honestly, A.
I was going to say A to B, but probably A.
And,
I would put Guardians,
and I'm putting 2 in A, me personally.
I like 2 a lot.
I mean, chat, are we wrong in thinking that both Guardians are A's? Let's just talk both of them. Like, are we wrong in thinking that both Guardians of the Galaxies are in A?
If anyone else says anything negative about Yondu, I swear.
D Stizzle said Guardians 1 is B. Double Tar said Guardians 1 and 2 are both A. No More Champagne. I just watched Guardians last night and it's A, and so is Guardians 2. I agree. I think so. D Stizzle still sitting with
Raymond,
that B.
oh
What do you,
God.
D Stizzle? What's your thought on Guardians 2? Raymond. Oh, is he putting Guardians that
Where do
low?
you put Guardians 2?
Where?
E.
What the? B Smith said A. He said he would say A as well.
F? D Stizzle, what are you doing?
D Stizzle said Guardians 2 is F.
Bro. He may
Concierge
be,
Triple Salute said both A's. I think I
he may be
agree.
your father.
Raymond said it ain't that good. What? Bro, both the Guardians are really good to me.
Yo, those movies are fucking good, enjoyable cinematic experiences.
I really
They're
think so.
Not A. I mean,
Zangbeto said both are B.
I could see both being B. I think it's A because it's my personal preference if I had fun watching the film. Fuck, the first one made my wife cry.
I love the first one.
When the Groot death happens, right? I mean, she cried, dude. The second one, I enjoyed the shit out of it, but
Yeah, I don't like the third act, but the
I
whole.
never liked Marvel third acts.
Yeah, I didn't like the third act with the Guardians. That's the only
but
thing
see,
I'll say.
I mean, Guardians 2, I loved the Ego, and he's like, that's why I gave your mom the cancer.
Yeah,
And
that.
I was like, yo, Marvel got dark with Ego.
Yeah, I like Guardians
okay,
too.
I would say for me, Guardians 1 is B, Guardians 2 is A.
Double Tar said somebody post Raymond's address. Ego was great in that. We all hated him. Yeah, I didn't enjoy Ego. I wasn't a big fan of what. I mean, he wasn't bad, but
I'm just what he did to Quill.
yeah, that.
Was great. That's what that is my final one. Is I'm gonna say Guardians 1 is B, Guardians 2 is A. That's just me though.
You said Guardians 1 is A, Guardians 2 B?
No, Guardians 1 B, Guardians 2 A. I enjoyed 2 more than 1.
Let's see. Did majority of the chat say A?
Especially with Mantis coming in.
How many people? We got Concierge Salute, Triple Salute that said A. We've got B Smith that said A.
But do you like one more than the other? You personally?
Personally, I like them both. I mean, I like 2 more than 1 personally.
Me too. I
Personally.
think it is a little bit better than 1. That is
Yeah.
why I specifically said 2 is an A and 1 is a B.
Okay, I can put 2 in A.
I would not put Guardians 1 up there with fucking Avenger with any of the Avengers films.
Where is... Oh,
Stamina,
this
you're
is...
saying that with chest from London, okay? It's kind of hard to see the chest from London, bro.
What'd she say?
He said 2 ain't as good as 1. I'm saying that with chest.
2's not as good as 1. I think 2 is great, bro.
I think 2 is really good. I like a lot of the stuff in 2.
But see, D-Sizzle Drax has always been useless, so... They brought in a man that was literally genetically modified and created to kill fucking Thanos, and he doesn't even fucking kill Thanos, like...
Yeah, but I do see D-Stizzle's complaint that he's always given with Mantis, because they do hoe
them
Mantis.
off, yeah.
They have hoed Mantis.
Yeah...
No, Raymond, no.
Raymond, they had heart. They had so much heart.
They are great movies.
Especially when Yondu sees how bad Peter's hurting, and that's when he says that he may be your father line.
You know, we got a question the other night that asked us, do we think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, if good enough, can be a trilogy in the MCU that rivals Cap's? And I'm saying yes.
No.
Yes, because you can't sit and say that all 3 Cap films are good. You can say all the Guardian films are on par. One of Cap's films is literally in C. And if Volume 3 was out right now, it'd probably be A or S.
Yeah, shit. You're not wrong.
Like,
I'm sorry, there's just not really anything in the MCU that will come close to fucking Winter Soldier for me.
no, Winter Soldier's great, but as a trilogy, we're not talking about it as an individual, as a trilogy.
Because Cap 1 wasn't anything to write home about.
No.
Fuck you, Red Skull. I don't give a shit.
Next is...
He said reboot Ray when he crashed.
I can't... Oh, Endgame. Actually, no, let's go ahead and do... Let's do Thor's. Let's do Thor's. So the first Thor. Here we go. The first Thor.
D?
I would put the first Thor in C. I can agree to C for the first Thor if I can find him. Let me see.
I'm sorry, him and that fucking... What are those robots called? Sentinel?
Yeah, no, it's not. Those aren't Sentinels. I forget that what is that robot called in the first one?
Oh my God, Raymond, bro!
What did he say?
Every Thor movie, including Ragnarok, is an E.
Jesus
Christ!
No, I refuse to entertain that, Raymond.
No, so Thor 1 is like...
I say a C.
C.
It's a C. Thor 1 is a C.
Now Thor 2, we might have our first F in the chat. For me, fuck the Dark. I don't even know if I finished it. It was bad.
is bad. But after Thor: Love and Thunder, I'm sorry, Dark World's better. Dark World is better than Thor: Love and Thunder. Dark World is better than Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm sorry. That's just me.
I don't think so at all.
That's just me. I think it's better.
Well, here we're going to go down the list. So Thor 2 goes in F.
Then where's Thor: Love and Thunder?
F. They can
Okay.
equally be in the ship.
Okay, I can agree to that. Because, wait, what's the purple box?
Not sure.
Damn. I wish it said, like, who gives a fuck? Because I would have put Thor: Love and Thunder there.
Yeah.
If there was a category called throwaway, Thor: Love and Thunder could go in it.
Now Thor Ragnarok.
Shut up. I can change it.
No way.
Shut up.
Say fucking Love and Thunder. This category name suits you. So,
All right.
So we have a new category.
Fuck off category.
We have a new category called "fuck off." I think you know what film I'm putting there, but honestly, I could put Thor: Love and Thunder there too. Thor: Love and Thunder is awful. It is by far one of my worst Marvel experiences in the movie theater. I hated that. Like, I walked out of that movie genuinely upset, and I really wanted the Warren to pay me back my money. Like, I wanted my money back for buying that fucking
See, I wasn't as
ticket
bad as everybody else.
days in
The minute
advance.
I saw gore, I was already not really feeling them. I was like, something inside me deep down was like, they're doing it again. They're fucking around
Thor,
again.
yeah, it's
When Marvel starts fucking around, they fuck around hard.
yeah, they did Gore really dirty. Yeah, they can fuck off with Thor: Love and Thunder.
Now Thor Ragnarok.
Thor
A.
Ragnarok is easily A. I don't care what Raymond is down there saying, talking about Thor Ragnarok.
A tier.
It's not good. No. See, that's Twitter.
That's Twitter.
You type in Thor Ragnarok on Twitter, you're going to get
So many different
people saying it's just so
No
bad.
more champagne said I watched Love and Thunder for free in theaters and still left wanting a refund. You fucking pay me to sit through this shit.
Oh, God, no. I'm telling you, it was bad. It was so bad. But Ragnarok, man. Gray said Thor 1 C, Thor 2 F, Thor Ragnarok B, Thor cosplay and parody F off.
Yes, it is. It is F off. I can't. I cannot put Ragnarok in anything but an A. I can't. It's a good film.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I love that movie. I really do. It's in my top 5 Marvel films. I love Thor Ragnarok. The story, Thor in it. I love Hulk in it. I love Loki in it. Hela was dope when she came and massacred everyone in Asgard. Yeah. Thor Ragnarok is an A.
It's an A. I'm sorry.
Raymond.
That is actually who is... Actually, no, I'm not entertaining you, Raymond. We're about to do Hulk's movie first before we do Spider-Man.
Oh, the 08 Hulk?
The 08 Hulk.
B. Especially for it being an 08. B. Wait, no. No. Hold on. This is the same movie that the first fucking half is slow as dog piss. Where he's just hiding out in that fucking city.
When does he become the Hulk in that?
He's already the Hulk.
I know, but when does he transform into the
Like
Hulk in
fucking over halfway through the movie.
that? Are you sure?
Yeah, because remember he's hiding out in that Cape Town. I think it's like Cape Town or some shit, right? He's there, and he's checking his gamma radiation levels and doing all that shit. And then he goes and finds the chick and talks to her and convinces her to run away with him. So then they run away together, and then they're at the college and the thing, and that's when her father when Ross says, "Let's fucking go." And then
Okay,
that's when
yeah,
he goes
the college scene. That's when he first transforms.
Yep. And that is like halfway through the damn film.
Yeah, but that campus scene is pretty worth it.
It is, but I would rather sleep than watch the first half of that movie. The second half is phenomenal. They more than make up for themselves, but I don't know if I would put it in B. I'd probably put it in C.
I'd put it in C because I would say it's on par with Thor. Maybe not so much on par with Cap, though.
I mean, I would, if we're gonna have Iron Man 2 and Ant-Man 1 in D, I'd put Hulk
Okay,
there.
I can put Hulk in D. I can put it in D.
It's just that first half's really slow.
Okay, Raymond. Homecoming.
Booterman.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Homecoming with Vulture.
It's like a C or a B for me. Homecoming really wasn't one for me.
I liked Homecoming. I hated the post-credit scene that pissed me off, but I liked Homecoming. How many post-credit scenes?
I didn't think I'd put it in a B. I think I'd put it in a C. That movie was...
Homecoming.
It's the most forgettable of the three for me.
I guess, yeah, it is one of the ones that is forgettable.
Oh, out of the three, I'd fucking yeah.
Yeah, out of those three, it is one
That is forgettable, I guess. You can put it that way for sure. Okay. So I'd say C for that one then, too.
Now, Far From Home?
Wait, which one is the Homecoming?
Oh, the one where he's laying down. Yeah. Far From Home with Mysterio.
That's high B for me. High B. That ending cinematic, the whole ending fight was phenomenal. Fuck, the early fight whenever he's fighting in Paris is fucking dope. With the water.
Even the illusion that Mysterio takes him through, all the illusions,
oh my god, yeah, that might be an A.
Far From Home
think
might be
it's
an
an
A
A.
because the scene where Tom's, I don't care. I know people have their issues with Tom Holland. Tom's a good fucking actor. The flower scene where Friday comes to or Happy comes to pick him up, and he's telling Happy, "No, stop right there," and he's like that, tell me something that what's the last thing we said to each other. That whole scene. Then when he's on when Happy's stitching him up on the plane, and that whole scene kind of gets me teary-eyed because it's the conversation, the dialogue that they have, where he's like, he just really messed up, and he just I think Far From Home might be an A.
Put it in there.
Yeah, Far From Home might be.
Because I do think that Mysterio, the illusion is fucking, it's a trip, dude. And now,
No Way Home.
go first.
Personally, I'm putting No Way Home in an A.
Yeah.
I'm putting No Way Home in A.
That's fair.
There was, because of the fan service that was in it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it was, I don't think it was S. It didn't carry itself that way. But A, absolutely.
It was, like I said, when a trailer...
A leaked trailer, not even finished trailer, makes me scream. Like, I jumped. Like I said, I have that in my
Snapchat memories. I need to upload that so I can show y'all that.
Where I screamed because Doc Ock said, "Hello, Peter."
Hello, Peter. Hello,
And then all the things to follow throughout.
Like, that whole film, I was excited. The opening had me excited. The way that the newscaster comes on, and it's like...
I'll be real, I might agree with the chat on this one the more I think about it, because I think the Aunt May scene, I think his fight with Green Goblin in the apartment is fucking fantastic.
No, it is. Yeah.
The literal only complaint I have about that movie is why did you bring Sandman and Electro in?
Man.
Other than that,
Man,
that movie's
Lizard.
fucking solid for me. I have no problem with it being an S.
Yeah.
If it's an A, it's high A. But I enjoy that movie more than I do Far From Home. Because the things that killed Far From Home for me are like when they're on the bus and they're doing the school shit. I don't give a fuck about that. And in No Way Home, it got replaced with their school shit is instead, oh my god, hang on, I gotta stop Doc Ock on a highway, or guys, I got his ring. Like, I would put it in S.
Yeah,
I mean, I would put it up there with Winter Soldier.
yeah. No Way Home was an experience. It was
Spider-Man.
definitely an experience.
Raymond said we need to do a Spider-Man film tier list. I can tell you what's going to be an S tier already. Spider-Man 2. Even though I hated their MJ. I did not like her. What's her name? Kirsten
Dunst.
Yeah, Kirsten. I did not like her MJ at all.
Infinity War.
Infinity War is S.
Yeah.
I mean, Endgame is S. I mean, do we really need to have that conversation? Are they not?
It's fine.
Endgame is S. Infinity War is S. Like, I can...
Yeah,
anytime I go back and
rewatch
rewatch anything, it's both of
War
those.
is the Wakanda fight. Is the Wakanda War. That's it.
Oh, I enjoy every piece of Infinity War, honestly. There's not really... If I ever go... When I have that itch to want to rewatch something MCU, I typically go to Endgame or Infinity War.
Oh no, they are amazing. I'm just saying, that scene. I'll say it a million more times on this channel. Marvel can't shoot a fucking war scene to save its life.
Yeah. Infinity War, definitely an S. Endgame
Yes.
is an S.
Ass.
Definitely.
Which one? I can't remember which one of the two is it. It might even be one of those two where he does the liar, the Tony Stark.
That's Endgame.
That is in game. Yeah, that's when he's trying to guys, we can get him, we can do it, we can figure this out.
Yeah, that's where Cap was like, Tony, you
Yeah.
fought him. He's like,
Who fought him? I didn't fight him. He wiped my face with a planet while the Bleak Street Magician gave away the stone. He was like, you can't fight him. You can't beat him. What he say? He was like, well, did he tell you where he's going to? I don't know.
I was like, yeah, bro.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, I love that particular scene in Endgame. I really do.
Robert Downey Jr. was great.
Well, because that's like the culmination of that is the climax of the rising drama between those two characters.
Yeah.
Between their personal relationship, like it's gone good, it's gone bad, it's had ups, but it's all been rising to kind of that scene where he's like, where were you? Where were you when I needed you? You know?
Yeah.
You can't fucking beat him. And then it finishes out with him, Thor, and Cap staring at Thanos. And they're like,
Which
"All right, we know
that's
what's
another.
You guys know, well, you should know by now, I am a dialogue guy when it comes to this shit, man. Like, when Thanos tells them, you could not live with your own failure, so where did that bring you? And then he pauses
back to me.
and says, he has that little smirk, back to me. And I'm like, bro, that's just such a good line, bro. That's just such a good line. And then
Thanos has so many.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
And
His
that's
whole
like the whole
his
you
whole
took everything
speech.
from me.
Yeah.
I don't even know who you
I
are.
don't even know who you are. The whole speech at the beginning of Infinity War when it says lightning turns the legs to jelly. He was like, what did he say to them? You can dread it, run from it, but destiny arrives all the same, or should I say, I have. And I'm just like, yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So many good things. So many good things from that.
Yeah.
Next on that is going to be Eternals. Eternals for me. I don't now, as we all know, I have seen Eternals
30-some fucking times.
I've seen it quite a bit because I needed to really make sure I hated that film. I don't
think we've done a live where I've voiced my opinion on Eternals. It's been a long time. I don't even know if we ever filmed it.
No, no. I don't hate Eternals like I did. I hate that third act. Besides Makari and Ikaris, that whole fight between the two of them, I thought Makari and Ikaris' fight was dope. Yeah, no, Eternals for me, I've got to probably put down there with Captain Marvel and everything.
Just so y'all know, and y'all are going to drag me for this. Again, I've never gotten to speak about this on camera because it was when we used to do our old videos. This shit's fucking E. This shit is or F.
I don't know if I can put it with
shit. That movie to me is hot dog water.
I would have, when I walked out the theater, I would have agreed with you.
Don't try to introduce 10 characters to me and expect me to give a shit about any of them. That whole sex scene was the most awkward forced thing I've ever had to sit through.
Yeah, that sex scene was a little
You also
weird.
did the first gay kiss on scene, and that you didn't even explore the fucking relationship. You just did it to virtue signal. Get the fuck out of here, Marvel. What?
Just you. That shit was funny.
Nah, bro. Me and Eternals, we got issues. And don't get me wrong, I'm excited Black Knight came in. I'm glad we got more deposition on Thanos. Why is no one talking about the man in the fucking ocean? Did Eternals not happen? Where are we going with that? That movie went fucking nowhere.
Like I said, I see what they were trying to do with Eternals. I would have to put it in Eve personally. Mm-hmm. I don't hate it. Again, if you would have asked me when I walked out the theater, I would have agreed with you. But the first two acts are there. I like what they're trying to do. I see what they're trying to do. Yeah, Eternals.
No, see, Raymond, here's the deal with that. Like, it's okay. There's a difference between representation and me. I think me and somebody went back and forth on this one, but having that gay smooch and you don't even know they're a fucking couple. They don't even say it, and then off he goes. To me, you literally did that to say you got the kiss on screen and everyone can go. All that's doing is trying to get dollar signs, right? Like, if they're together, explore their relationship a little bit. Give me something. But in the first movie that you have a sex scene, and it's obviously a heterosexual sex scene, it's very long, it's very awkward. It was just fucking awkward. It was weird, bro. I don't mind a sex scene in a film. I don't care, but like that one was fucking weird, dude. And then you get your little, you get the kiss now, okay, everyone can be happy. Fuck you.
Yeah, it was awkward.
Sorry, I guess everyone in the chat seems to fucking like Eternals, but I fucking hate that movie. Q really likes it too. You've seen it enough times, you enjoy it decently.
Yeah.
I give a fuck.
Yeah.
Make me mad.
I don't mind Eternals.
But again, give me more Black Knight stuff now. Like, I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
Come on, Jon Snow.
Let's see.
Okay, next is going to be Shang-Chi.
Hey, Liam G, just so I'm clear, I was I'm not knocking the LGBTQ community at all. Full ally, just I think you can actually have a gay couple and give them autonomy and give them purpose and plot and good character development, not just the kiss to get people's dollar signs. Like, if you're gonna do it, actually fucking do it. Don't half-ass it to get money. Like, actually show the real representation and create a character around that kind of shit. Don't just fucking...
I agree with what D Stizzle just said, too.
What?
Fastos wasn't, that was something we talked about. Well, we didn't really talk about Eternals on screen. We talked about it off because I don't think we were up and fully functioning then. But there are gay Eternals that you could have used instead of making Fastos gay.
Well, did they make him gay? Was it relevant to his character at all in the plot, other than that kiss?
It wasn't. No. Though. I see what you're saying.
He wasn't gay. He just kissed a guy and flew off. Like, you didn't convince me at all that was a gay character.
I see what you're saying. It's it was for the show, and then it was the token
He's a token gay guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't, you know.
I see what you're saying there.
Alright, so Shang-Chi. A fucking B at the lowest. That fucking bus scene is so good. I rewatched it again the other day.
Yeah, Shang-Chi's great. Not just the bus scene, the Talos scene
Yeah.
between his mother and his dad. When she's fucking like airbending and shit. That is so dope.
It's
That
the
is so
Enter the
dope.
Dragon shit, dude. It's the old fucking. It's homage to old Chinese kung fu movies. And it tells a whole story.
Yeah, it's super
He
dope.
won everything through raw. Every time I watch that movie, because I watched it again not long ago with my son, I narrate that fight scene in my head. Because he won everything through brute force, and he finally finds someone who can take his brute force and shape it, and he doesn't know what to do with that.
Yeah, he.
They did a good job with Justin Daniel Craig. Did a great job with Shang-Chi. I thought Shang-Chi was a breath of fresh air coming out of the pandemic. It was
Even
a
just
fun
seeing
film.
like the Wong and fucking Abomination fighting, you know,
Yeah.
just being connected, being in it, is dope.
They were gonna have that be Daredevil, which is funny. Another super from Double Tar, appreciate it. He said, "Yeah, if they need to scissor on camera."
Lean into it. We need fucking for the whole movie.
No. But don't make.
I'm gonna sit there and literally be like, I don't believe it till I see it. I'm fucking sorry, I can't.
But don't make them. I know what you're saying.
Still, no. That's funny.
I'm sorry. He gave us a fucking $5 super chat. I can't.
Okay. Is that all 30 of them?
No.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Look how easily I forgot about that shit.
What? Which one?
What else do you see?
We forgot about the Disney Plus specials. Wait, what is that? What is that?
Oh, are we doing the Disney Plus
no, but
specials?
what is that?
What is what?
What am I trying to see? No.
Oh no, I wasn't pointing to anything. That's just where the mouse was placed. The only other movie on here is Wakanda Forever.
Can you right click and just delete it from the list?
I'm putting that shit in the fuck off.
I don't
Yeah.
even have to talk about it.
Just fuck off.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can move into
The Disney Plus stuff.
Let's see. Let's just. Do we want to start here with? Let's start here. What if?
What if E?
Yeah.
The only decent one was the. Well, there's two decent ones. It'd be the Doctor Strange one and the T'Challa leading the Guardians. But
Well, I like the Ultron shit, the Vision Ultron stuff. I thought the Vision Ultron shit was pretty cool.
it's a E for me.
Like
I'm not excited for What If Season 2 at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. I wasn't. I was one of the ones posting daily. What if we didn't do this show? What if we put our money into something different? Because I never wanted. I'm not even that big of a fan of the What If comics. So I never understood What If. Now when we all thought it was going to be adapting into like Doctor Strange and that, I got interested. That's one of the reasons why I watched that cool ass Doctor Strange episode. Because I was like, oh shit, this might connect to what the fuck's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't. So even Captain Captain Carter in 838 was not the same Captain Carter from What If. So it's just like, so I don't care. I don't care.
I don't know that I care about your
Season 2. WandaVision. WandaVision's A.
Yeah.
WandaVision's A. I can't put it in S, but it is A. And it is my favorite series. It's the best thing they've done, that Marvel's done on Disney Plus. WandaVision is... Man, I loved WandaVision. WandaVision was also another fan time where the speculation and the time on Twitter and the talk around it was exciting. it felt good because we were all trying, like everybody was like, Mephisto's showing up, and oh my God, that's Quicksilver from the
everyone was like
Foxburg.
straight up House of M is happening right now, guys.
Yeah, I mean it was dope, and then like
A lot of people are saying S. Everyone is saying
Oh,
S.
really? Everyone's saying yes? You guys are saying S for WandaVision? I mean, hey, I'm not against putting WandaVision in S. That is my favorite.
I was just looking at it in comparison to.
I would keep it an A personally. I wouldn't put it to S.
I mean, yeah, I was looking at it in comparison to No Way Home. I mean, I don't know though.
No.
Hold on though. If we're looking at these, the hype around. I mean, I'm looking at the hype level now. Oh my gosh, they're gonna piss me off.
But I'm talking about pure personal enjoyment factor, because that's what I'm basing these on, how much I enjoyed them.
Not you guys. I'm talking about my cats.
I'm not going to start rating
plural cats.
I'm not going to start going for hype after I've rated all these on my own personal enjoyment, you know what I'm saying? And for me, with WandaVision, my own personal enjoyment, it's an A, because there were a lot of slower segments, which is fine. It made sense for that story, but it makes it an A for me. You did have some dope moments, like when she walked out and fucking turned all the guns on dude.
I'm gonna have to agree with everyone in the chat. I mean, I'm okay with putting an A, but I'm gonna put it in the S because
I mean, if the whole chat's saying it, then yeah.
that scene too. When I always go to that scene, bro. That was the scene I kept going to when everybody was like, "Oh, Wanda's not gonna be the villain in Multiverse." I'm like, bro, she's already the villain. What? She's already a villain. She was studying the Darkhold. That scene right there got me so hyped, bro. Because I was just thinking to myself, Young Avengers, I've been saying it, Children's Crusade, all that stuff.
And her whole Agatha where she goes through her past was pretty fucking sick, too.
Yeah, that was dope. I don't need you to tell me who I am. That was dope. The shit with Billy and Tommy was dope when Billy just stopped Tommy running with his, we were starting to see Billy develop his power when we saw him stop everybody's guns, and then Tommy go take everyone's guns, Monica absorbing the bullets. Like, bro, WandaVision was dope.
You're right.
WandaVision was dope.
Right.
WandaVision was really, really
Yes, it
good.
goes.
And then I'm sorry, I'm still going. The scene at where Agatha says, "I know who you are," you're supposed to be a myth, a being capable of spontaneous creation, and here you are using it to make breakfast for dinner. And she's like, and got the kids, got the boys, and I'm like, bro, it was so cool. It was so cool. Yeah, WandaVision.
And it was Agatha's song.
Yeah, it was Agatha all along. Catherine Hahn was dope as Agatha. Yeah, so
the next one would be Loki. I think it's A.
Where is Loki? Yeah, I would definitely say Loki's an A. I would definitely say Loki is an A. Loki was great. Loki was another one that had me week to week anticipating every episode. The first episode was... I loved that first episode. I thought that first episode was really good. I loved how... That was one of the things about those first two shows, is the connective tissue it had to the wider MCU. Seeing Loki take the Tesseract from Avengers and then end up where he ended up in the first episode of Loki, then seeing the TVA come through, and then Hunter B-15 slapping the shit out of him with that the I'm calling it the prune. No, she didn't prune him. I'm calling it a time stick. I don't fucking know what it was. And he's moving all slow motion, like, bro. Yeah, Loki was good.
As far as that said, Agatha's song trap remix is fire. I haven't heard that.
D Stizzle said Loki is an E. Raymond said this show was boring. No, sir. No, sir. Loki was not boring. Loki was good.
Now, we're not going to be ranking these by episode. It's so that is something that you have to take into consideration with these shows. It is the entirety of the show, right? Just one good episode don't make the whole fucking show good, as far as how these rankings are going to go. I don't give a shit.
Loki.
If you've got a show that is hot dog water with one good episode, it's getting rated in a hot dog water.
Was episode 4 the episode where Sylvie showed up?
Yeah, it was when they were fighting in the convenience store.
Okay, that's that one. Yeah, no, Loki, I would put it in A. It's an A.
So the next we have Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay, yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier for me is a I'll put it. What?
D. Iron Man 2, Ant-Man 1, Hulk.
I'm fluctuating between that D and E.
D and C.
D and C.
I'm looking at the other things we have there. What do we have in C? We have Cap 1.
It ain't no homecoming.
That's fair.
It ain't no homecoming.
Then it can probably sit squarely in D. Double stars.
Bro, I was not a Falcon and Winter Soldier fan.
Oh my God, Raymond! It's the best superhero show since Smallville and the Flash.
Yeah, it wishes it could be an S. Like, Derek Smith said it's a C. Man of Culture said C or D. I don't... A C, guys? A C? I don't... I can give it that pause. D.
Give it that comma, D.
Yeah, I can give it that pause, D. I can't get behind C with it. I can't. I cannot. That... I did not like that. That show...
This man said it was an anime filler.
Oh, Kenny quoting that you have to do better, Senator. I like the speech he gave at the end. The speech he gave at the end, it was cool.
Doesn't make up for the whole series, though.
No. And I like the whole scene where he got the suit and he came in, doing the cool shit he was doing in the suit. But...
Oh my God, Raymond says it's an S.
No, Raymond, it's not an S.
It's
not definitely
Winter
not
Soldier.
an S.
It's not Endgame.
Falcon and no, oh gosh, no, it's not that. Falcon and Winter Soldier, I'll give y'all, we can do that C. I can do that C. You guys want to put Falcon and Winter Soldier in C? C is where I can comfortably put Falcon and Winter Soldier. Because to put it in B or any of that other stuff, that's saying that it's up there with Shang-Chi, Guardians, Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange, and Iron Man. And it is simply not. It is simply not. They hyped up that Sam Walker. Why am I calling him Sam Walker? Sam Wilson, U.S. agent, Bucky fight scene in that parking garage or wherever the fuck they were.
Oh my God, Raven's gonna leave. Don't leave, bro.
And it wasn't that. It was not that. It just like that scene they hyped up and then and you know what's funny? The opening to the entire series I loved. When Falcon's going through taking out those dudes, like I loved it. But after that, it just, for me, said, put me in C, put me in C. So we're going to put you right there. See, that's even difficult for me. It's next to Homecoming. I'll let it go, though.
Hey, you want to put it in F, and Raymond wants to put it in S, so we'll agree on a C.
Next to Homecoming, it's just not. It's fine, but that's what I'm saying. Thank you. No more champagne. What is no more champagne? Are you agreeing with me? Double Tar said it's better than Homecoming. Oh my gosh, Raymond said this is rigged. I'm trying to see. Kenny said C is good. It didn't break too much ground. The fact that Bucky's arc left him still as the Winter Soldier broke me.
Series?
Oh gosh, no. Oh gosh, no. No, once was enough for me. The Dora scene, that was dope. I love that whole scene was dope.
Scene.
Yeah, the Dora Milaje have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves to be. I love that. And I loved Zemo putting on his mask for the first time in the MCU and we beat the shit out of them with that crowbar, I think. Those guys in the crate yard. I like that scene too.
Alright, Sorry, D Sizzle.
Yeah, the Lamer Hopkins death.
Now,
John
because
Walker's
y'all are
murder.
gonna fight, I'll say this. I know what the next one is. Oh, never mind. Wait, yep, the next one's Hawkeye, right?
The next one can be.
Because that shit can go in F. I did not fuck with Hawkeye, period.
No, Hawkeye was not the
Good.
cat's meow at
It
all.
was not good, period.
At all. Hawkeye was
Was F.
I can put it down there with Thor: Love and Thunder. Hawkeye just really was not it.
Y'all calling this D? How much time he spent LARPing around?
Yeah, F. See, Kenny said D or F. I agree with that. Man of Culture said it was a D. Double Tar said Hawkeye's D. And More Champagne said E or F.
Yeah.
Stamina said it was hot dog water. Man of Culture said highest you can give it is a C. That is
crazy.
generous, my brother.
It's wild. It's F for me.
And he said, I don't want to. I don't blame you, bro.
It's an F.
That show was bad.
I really did enjoy, even though it's not an episode thing, but I really did enjoy episode 3, the car scene. That car scene was cool. The way the camera was panning around. What movie did they get that from? I forget. The way the camera was panning around, the cool shit that they were doing. You know, when he would get on Hawkeye's deaf side, the sound would muffle. That scene was really cool. It was really well done.
Now we're down to the final 3. Moon Knight. C.
So we're saying Moon Knight is
Or
up there
D.
with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm still stuck on that being in C, but we're saying that Moon Knight's up there with Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
No, Double Tar as a Moon Knight is one of my all-time favorite heroes. They fucking butchered my man in this show. They butchered.
I can put Moon Knight comfortably in a C, but I cannot put it saying, oh, it's right there with Falcon and Winter Soldier. It ain't. It's better than Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I can't give Moon Knight an A because that's my boy and they fucked him. But I can give it a C because the acting was great. And, yeah. But, that show just, it didn't do what I needed it to do.
Yeah, Moon Knight. I wanted. There were things I liked from Moon Knight.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier down one.
It has to. I'm sorry. There's no way. I can't come. I can't. And not comfortably putting Moon Knight right there because Moon Knight's just better than Falcon Winter Soldier. And
no, Stamina, it's not the superheroism. It's the lack of Khonshu demands justice. He demands you kill evildoers. He wasn't fucking murdering. There's literally a point where he joins a team with Cap, and Cap is very uncomfortable talking shit to him the whole time because he's like, yeah, I kill people for my god who actively talks to me. I fucking I can't remember who he was fighting, but he's going after a villain, and he's in a goddamn helicopter, and he rams the helicopter into the side of the fucking building and starts crawling through the wreckage while it's fixing, Khonshu's fixing his bones and shit, and the villain is mortified. Horrified of Moon Knight coming at him, shooting him in the stomach, and he's just healing, and Moon Knight's like, I don't give a fuck, you die, my god who gives me life says you die. Moon Knight is a bad motherfucker.
he is.
And they didn't do that. They didn't give me my boy.
You know, I mean, there's the one I always talk about, the classic comic panel of him and Punisher, where Punisher asks him, are you still praying to that invisible god? And Moon Knight asks him,
You want to read him?
no, Moon Knight asks him, is your family still dead or something? Something like that. Something to that effect. But, yeah, Moon Knight's pretty not the MCU.
Yeah, well, I mean, even Cap, they call him the White Wrench, I think, because he's the monkey wrench in the plans. He's gonna fuck it all up, and Cap is we don't kill people, and Moon Knight's like, oh, I specifically do for my god. Like, that is what I do.
Yeah, it's like B. Smith said though. It's Disney Plus. Yeah, we all knew they weren't going there with Moon Knight. They kept saying, even though they kept saying, oh yeah, expect it to be hyper violent. I mean, that is hyper violent. That's what it was. It was hyper violent.
Just to clarify to everyone, I found the comic strip you were talking about.
What'd he say?
It's Punisher says, hey Mark, you still crazy? And he says, little bit, you still murdering people? And Punisher says, little bit, how's your imaginary god? And Moon Knight says, he's good, how's your dead family?
Yeah. That's what it was. How's your dead family? Yeah, that shit's fucking funny because Moon Knight, it's like you can't do shit to him. Khonshu's just going to bring him back.
Mm.
And that was something I really did enjoy about Moon Knight was Khonshu. Like when Khonshu was like, slit his throat. Like, slit his throat. I really loved the shit with Khonshu. When Khonshu said, hang the little kid over the edge, threaten him or whatever he said, and then he cut the tie after he said whatever he said, and Khonshu was like, oh, I didn't think he'd, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
I really liked the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he'd talk. Yeah, break his windpipe. The Khonshu shit was dope. I like the Khonshu stuff.
What is a critical drinker?
But yeah, I
gotta put it in a C. So next we'll do Ms. Marvel. Just in case Chillmonger is lurking, he will give you a...
What, Chillmonger got a thought on Ms. Marvel?
No, he has a problem with how you pronunciate it. It's Ms., not Miss.
Is it?
It's a Chillmonger thing. I don't know.
Is it?
Ms. Marvel. Ms. Marvel.
I'm reading back through. I was waiting for Raymond 2000's response to you moving fucking Winter Soldier down. I was like, I wonder if he'll say, and all I see is, "Are you kidding me?" Out of nowhere. I'm in tears, bro. Ms. Marvel, fucking D or E, E.
But are we saying that Falcon and the Winter Soldier is better than Ms. Marvel?
Yes.
I can't.
Hold on.
I can't with fucking Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
You're gonna give Raymond a fucking heart attack.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna give him a fucking heart attack.
I mean, okay.
It's a fucking E-tier show.
It is. I just think it needs to be holding hands with Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't know why Falcon and Winter Soldier is above it, but hey, that's okay. I'll go with it.
I'm laughing so hard I'm seeing the dots. You know what I'm saying? When you see the little thingies in your vision, y'all gotta stop doing this. Raymond is actually going to fucking find us.
Kenny said Falcon and Winter Soldier doesn't know where it belongs, and I agree.
I mean, sure. If we wanna actively say it's better, it shouldn't be holding hands with Falcon and Winter Soldier on either line. I mean, because I think if it's down here, do we not have Falcon and Winter Soldier hold? I just moved it. Do we not have it hold hands with Ms. Marvel?
Do I need to move Falcon and Winter Soldier back? Raymond's saying it's blasphemy. Do I need to move
Falcon and Winter Soldier back?
Should Falcon and Winter Soldier... Okay, chat, I'm going to let you decide.
Don't say anything above a D or an E.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, D or E?
So what is wrong with you?
No, not S or A. We got Mana Culture that said E. We've got Kenny that says below Falcon Winter Soldier and above She-Hulk.
Oh,
Professor
my God.
the Film Fan said D. Zang Beto said E.
It's
Kenny
D.
said D. Raymond's still coming in with the damn S.
Double Tar. We got Double Tar down to A. Thank God.
Okay, fine. I'll put it in D. Gosh, I'll put it in D. I don't want to talk about Falcon Winter Soldier anymore.
Well, fucking Winter Soldier anymore. I hear.
No, not on the same level as Hawkeye. Oh God, no. Hawkeye is.
Boo boo caca.
Okay, next is She-Hulk.
E? Oh, I mean F?
Can it go and fuck off?
No.
No, not fuck off.
It's F.
Not fuck off, because it wasn't fuck off until they started doing fuck off shit. But I'm gonna leave them where they had me fucked up. So I'll put it in a F.
I'll put it in a F.
She-Hulk was not, again, the cat's meow at all. She-Hulk just wasn't it. And I think for MCU stuff, yeah, for the MCU stuff, that's it. Because all the rest of this is outside the MCU. That's everything in the MCU. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31,
Yeah, 39 projects in the MCU right now.
yeah.
Yeah, She-Hulk's definitely an F. She-Hulk was awful. Like Double Tar said, god-awful writing. It was terrible. Kenny F. B. Smith said F is reasonable.
That ending sank it.
Yeah.
That
Ending
ending,
sank the F. They could have stuck a landing on like maybe a fucking D.
it was so dumb. Like when Daredevil just popped up, like just fell out the damn tree. It was dumb.
Dumb.
It was really dumb.
Double Tar.
Double Tar, I hated the ending. Why
Hold
are you
on.
still talking about
Hold on,
Falcon
where's
Winter
Falcon
Soldier?
and Winter Soldier? We need to make sure it's lower than She-Hulk.
Why is Falcon Winter Soldier still coming up? Yeah, episode 8 was great.
Episode 9 was, what was this 9 weeks
I just
about?
want Raymond to be throwing AirPods against the wall right now, wherever he's at. You see Raymond listen to us at the bar in the club, because that's where you listen to Planet Fanatics when you're in public places, right? And, and everyone is fucking chilling. He's just, you motherfucker!
He said, I'll unsubscribe.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, though? Like, good music's playing, you got a couple drinks in you and your partner, just kind of starting to get a little groove on going. You got Planet Fanatics, and you hear my voice being like, fuck Falcon.
Okay,
The Spider-Man films, because Raymond got treated so badly tonight, he suggested we
do the Spider-Man ones. We'll do the Spider-Man ones because he got treated so badly. Raymond,
After that, I might have to run.
this will conclude it. So Raymond, we'll go ahead and make you happy.
He said I'm sweating.
Let's start with the original Spider-Man 1.
You don't want mine. C.
You're out of your fucking mind.
C.
It is not a C.
C.
No. The first Spider-Man movie.
A terrible. That was not Peter Parker. A terrible portrayal of fucking Mary Jane.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something else.
Everyone's gonna get mad at me.
No, the first Spider-Man I'm agreeing is an A.
Because of Willem Dafoe. But I'm telling you, I hated Mary Jane in that one. I wasn't a big... What are you looking at me like that for?
Spider-Man, the first one that came out, we were in second grade.
He said, who are you?
That was
a long time
amazing
ago.
to see on screen for the first
Yeah.
time, seeing Spider-Man in live action like that. Or not the first time seeing him in live action, but on the big screen like that in live action.
But I'm saying we got a lot of movies to compare it to now.
It's
I would put it in B. B is where I personally would put it.
I
If
don't
you want
know.
to throw it in A, throw it in A. That's fine. I would put it in B.
I'll compromise because there's other things here, so I can put it in a B to compare to the others. But it is top notch. It's great. It's a good film. Which brings to 2, which is easily S. Spider-Man 2.
2 is S. 2
is S
hands
tier.
down.
Yes, Spider-Man 2 is S tier. Everything was great in Spider-Man 2. Willem Dafoe was amazing. That bridge scene, that clock tower scene.
No, that whole movie.
My gosh. That shit is so dope. Who said it's C? What C?
I think he's talking about my take on Spider-Man 1.
No, you're both wrong. Sorry. I'm sorry. No.
It's in B, it's not in C. But Spider-Man 2 is absolutely an S.
Iron Man. Spider-Man 2 is definitely C. Spider-Man 3 is D.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3 is really bad.
Spider-Man 3 is D. Yes, Gray, the fights in Spider-Man 2 were fire. Good job. Yeah, like what Hungry said.
Spider-Man 3 is...
Yeah, Spider-Man 3 is... Raymond said it's a C. I can't give it a C. I cannot. It is a D. There's so much going on in that film that just...
Bro, they poo-pooed Von Venom. If you're okay with that portrayal of Venom, Eric Form and Eddie Brock.
They did poop on Venom. We also got... Gwen's also in that. Bryce Dallas Howard plays Gwen Stacy in that. Yeah, I forget Gwen Stacy's in that film. Yeah, she is. Yeah, it's not a good film. Not a good one. My Spider-Man. Andrew motherfucking Garfield.
1. So Amazing Spider-Man 1 for...
TASM 1, and you all better come correct.
Reptile,
Lizard?
Or Lizard Man, sorry.
He's fighting the lizard. He gets, it's the whole origin. It's the whole... I love the whole thing of him looking for Uncle Ben's killer and, the things he was saying to some of those guys. He's like, oh, you got a gun, my weakness. Oh, he's like, I can do this. Oh, yeah, bro, no.
I give it an A also because I prefer Peter.
Oh, my double tar. The disrespect I will not take on Andrew Garfield's
the female lead alone. So I fuck with the Peter Parker Gwen Stacy relationship way more than Peter Parker Mary Jane, and they nailed Gwen. He was a damn good Peter. He was a great Spider-Man. Real Peter.
Yeah, he was a great Spider-Man.
Give Toby any credit you want. He wasn't Peter Parker to me. He never fit that role. He seemed way too emotional to ever be Peter Parker. Whereas in TASM, Andrew Garfield.
Oh my gosh! No champagne. No more champagne. Said it's a D2. Oh my god!
Raymond said it's a D.
It is a. No, sorry, I can't. TASM is not a D.
What about TASM 2? I would put TASM 1 in A. It's just me personally.
TASM 2, I've got to put it in a B. I'll put it. I'm putting it in a B because of Jamie Foxx. Yeah. Jamie Foxx is a terrible Electron whose idea that fucking was. I don't know who thought, oh, let's bring him back. No, I didn't like it. But I still loved Andrew in TASM 2. I loved things from TASM 2.
So, Kenny, the only thing that is thrown off about Peter Parker in Peter Parker is cool out of fucking high school. Peter is athletic. He has great vision. He has incredible reflexes. He's very witty. He gets the girl. He's very popular. Like, Peter doesn't always stay... Everyone tends to believe that Peter Parker just stays this, loser nerd.
Like,
he becomes a very... he's very handsome, very popular,
there's a time
nerd.
Where he's going for... He's dating Felicia at the same time he's trying to get with... Or the same time that Gwen is trying to get with him, at least from the 90s cartoon.
When Peter grows up a little bit more, dude is... Yes, he's handsome. Peter's he's fit as fuck. He swings all the time. He's all ripped as shit. He can skateboard. He's very smart. He's a college student. He's an intelligent guy.
No, I will not put
he's
TASM.
Openly athletic. Peter Parker?
I will not put TASM 2 at the bottom. You know what I can do, though?
I will say Rhino in TASM was trash.
As much as I don't want to, I can put TASM 2. I'll put it in D, and it's not because of Andrew. Because Andrew's fucking amazing in it. I'm putting it in there because of Rhino and Jamie Foxx's Electro. It was that bad to where I can put it in a D.
I put it in C. Because I still like the scene where Electro goes to like. They had good Spider-Maning scenes.
Electro was just awful. The voice, the whole thing, it was awful. And I forget the whole Goblin thing they did. I didn't like that either.
Toby is the better Peter Parker?
Not over Andrew.
He said Andrew's a better Spider-Man, Toby's a better Peter Parker.
Oh.
Toby was a little emo boy.
I can put it in... because of those two, I can put it next to Spider-Man 3.
That's what I'm saying, D-Sizzle. I'm tired of everyone thinking Peter Parker's just some loser nerd.
Wait, we don't have all of them. But that's okay, because we already did... I mean, well... That's okay. Which one is this?
Huh?
What the fuck?
Zoom in.
I can't.
Here. Let me walk right on up. I'm breaking the fourth wall, guys.
Which is... I know that's Into the Spider-Verse, but what is these two?
Oh, I don't know.
What the fuck? What do you mean you don't know?
He's standing on top of a fucking taxi.
Hold on. Let
Right
me-
click it. Now.
Sorry, that went away. I'm trying to pull it up over here.
Yeah, there's two down there that I'm not sure what the fuck that is. One of these is No Way Home. One of them, I believe, is Far From Home.
But they didn't put
See, that's why I fuck with Tom Holland as a Spider-Man. I'm not saying he's the definitive Spider-Man. But because he is what, like, a nerdy Peter Parker was. Where he is a big nerd, he's real excitable about shit. But he's still, like, too scared to ask a girl out in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's...
right. Okay,
that's
actually,
nerdy Peter.
No Way Home's not here. It's Far From Home, Homecoming, Into the Spider-Verse, but then we'll just... I mean, No Way Home is S on this list. It's S. So, we'll just say that. Even though it's not on here, it's S. Into the Spider-Verse is S.
Do we have disagreements on that? Is Into the Spider-Verse not S?
It's S. Oh boy, Miles, fucking... That movie was so good.
Like, are we okay? Double Tar's got the first S there. I mean, is it not? Ricardo Wood says how everybody's night just got off work and finna roll up and enjoy the rest of this wonderful stream. I don't blame you, bro.
Into the Spider-Verse is a C?
Raymond, like you said, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is an S.
We love you, Raymond.
Over Into the Spider... No. No way.
No way. No way.
Oh, I want to bring up an injustice on this channel. I want to bring up an injustice
What
on
the
this
fuck?
channel. No, because remember the other day, what was Kellen talking about that had you laughing that was true as shit about Black Cat in the old fucking video game?
Oh, her...
Just Black Cat in general in that video game, right? And I
Yeah.
remember early on in this channel, Q was sitting next to me. I said about how, like, when I was a kid, like, I had the fucking hots for Black Cat, bro. And I got clowned on so fucking
I
hard.
don't think it was you saying that you had that crush on Black Cat.
Because it was
Because you've said some pretty off-the-wall shit sometimes.
we were talking about Batman and Catwoman being in it, bro. And I mentioned her, and then I mentioned Black Cat, and I was like, bro, when I was a kid in the video game, she was so fucking hot, and I got clowned.
I don't remember. I don't.
It's an
Did I?
injustice.
Because I had a crush on
Kim Possible. I don't think I would
Specifically,
have.
it was Q.
I was gonna say.
Clowning, but it's Q. If anyone's gonna clown on someone here.
Um,
I was
No.
gonna say I got on the other day. Y'all were talking about video games, anime, and Black Cat's fucking 12-bit bouncing biddies, and I was like, I'm fucking mad at all of y'all.
Yeah, no, that game is something. That game was so fun though. No, I'm sorry. It's thank you, D Stizzle. Thank you, Gray. Thank you, Kenny. I don't know what Raymond is talking about. It's a C. It is not a C. I love Miles, love Sunflower, love the animation, but it's eh. It's eh. But you walked away from
Falcon and Winter Soldier and said it's amazing. A masterpiece.
Overrated? What?
No.
I thought the woman Doc Ock spin was amazing.
I thought it was good.
Good movie. That was great.
Octavia?
That was great.
Yeah, when he's like, wait a minute, what's your name? And then she...
We're supposed to be getting a Into the Spider-Verse trailer here soon. A new the trailer's done. We're supposed to be getting it here soon. I'm maybe next week. Maybe next week we get it. Okay, so Far From Home on this list, or Homecoming on this list.
But I'm willing to change. Couples therapy, let's go. Which one is that one?
Homecoming on this
Homecoming. Is that the first one?
list. Yes.
C D.
Oh, Double Tar is saying that Homecoming and Far From Home are both C's on here.
No, because those are not the same rank of a movie. One is definitively better than the other one, just those two alone. And the answer is Far From Home is better than Homecoming.
I can put Far From Home
In
or
the B
Homecoming
tier.
in a C and Far From Home in B.
With Spider-Man 1 where it belongs.
Spider-Man 1 doesn't fucking belong there.
I don't care what anybody
But
says.
an A, everyone thought I was insane.
Spider-Man 1 does not belong in B. Spider-Man 1 is good, bro. Spider-Man 1 is good. Where Goblin's like, that whole fire, the apartment on fire. What about my generous proposal?
Y'all are saying that... Hold on, is this a group chat opinion that that Homecoming is better than Far From Home? Him fighting Old Man Vulture is better than everything that went on with Mysterio with that badass drone fight scene in the end.
Yeah, No Way Home is S.
Yeah, I liked Far From Home.
Are you in or are you out?
It's you who's out, Gobby. Out of his mind. Wrong answer! I fucking love that movie. Love that movie, bro. And that speech he gives him on the rooftop. But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fall, fail, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they'll hate you. Ah, it's so good. Oh my god, no! Fuck you! It's an A! It's an A!
That's true.
It's not a B.
That's true.
It's not a B.
Oh my god, Raymond 2000, so we going to include Venom? The answer would be Venom 1 is B to A, and Venom 2 is not even on this fucking list.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Keaton's car scene with Peter was good.
It was good. The whole,
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
I feel you.
I'll kill you thing. Yeah, I liked the
I wouldn't piss on Venom 2 if it was on fire. Like, no.
Oh man, yeah. Venom, yeah. Morbius?
It's Morbin time in the S tier.
I still haven't even seen that movie.
Movie, so I couldn't tell you shit about a Morbius. But yeah,
Yeah,
Is that a toot?
that's my cats.
But
That's my cats.
you guys know how many cats I have? Take a guess. Take a guess how many cats I have.
Take a guess how many cats. If you have to go, that's fine. Because I'm gonna close it here in a minute anyway. But take a
guess how many I have.
I have Dos.
I have more than 3.
Dos Gatos.
You've seen 2. You guys met Murmur and you met Sprite.
They met Murmur?
Murmur was in here.
Have they met,
T'Challa,
no, Thor.
Thor. Yep, Thor would actually come in here right now and be okay. He would be fine.
Yeah. You should post pictures of T'Challa.
I have
and
5. Yes, I have 5.
Double Tar is the winner.
I have 5. You the cousin with a house full of cats. Yes, but not on purpose.
I thought Murmur was a girl, so I got a girl because I got Murmur when he was 3 weeks old, so I got a girl to have so he could have. I thought he was a girl, so I got a girl so he had company. Turns out he kept getting on top of her and shit, and I was like, "Why are you doing that?" Blah blah blah. I know shit about cats. I've only ever had dogs. I know shit about cats. Then, I noticed she was getting bigger. I was like, oh, baby, you're eating real good. I'm happy because she wasn't eating. But then she started eating. I'm like, yeah, you're getting big. And then she got bigger. Outward, not.
Yeah.
And
so we went to the vet, and they were like, oh, you want to come back and see? She's got 6. I said, 6? God, what the fuck? So, yeah, she had 6. I gave away
1 to
2.
Cody.
yeah. No, she had 5 because I only
Bagheera.
I gave one to Cody, and I kept 4.
Bagheera's dope.
Is he? Yeah. Rocket, his twin, is not. Rocket,
Yeah.
And then you've got
No more champagne said, oh, wow.
and then he's got T'Challa and Capone.
yeah, I've got T'Challa and Capone.
I just got Benny and Pepper at my house, 2 black cats.
Yep. T'Challa.
But I have 2 children, so like.
Yeah. See, my pets are my children.
Official Liam G said, what do you think about William Jackson Harper as
Quasar. I think it's another race swap, but I mean, I really don't know, man.
You get what you get.
Yeah, I mean, I could think of a plethora of other actors I could put in there for Quasar, but
It is the MCU. Do you guys want to meet T'Challa? I did say that you guys could meet him the last time, but I never brought him in there. Yes, my cats are my children. Not just my cats, my
dogs too, my babies.
I said that you guys can meet T'Challa the last time. Now T'Challa's a bit crazy, but
How you gonna do it? You gonna just carry the camera in there?
no, I'll let him come in here. He like when I work in here, they come in here with me.
But what's he gonna sit on? To where they can see him.
T'Challa's tall when he stands on his back legs. When I'm sitting down, he stands up here. He's about here on. He's right here.
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna get while you're showing them T'Challa. It's fun hanging out with everybody tonight. I will see you guys Monday. But I gotta skip out a little bit early tonight. I gotta go help with the children.
Yes, my cats are friend. Well, yeah. I mean, no, no, no. They're not. They're not friendly to.
They just run away from me.
Yeah, Sprite hisses at Trey.
Their mom. She hisses at Trey. I'll let you guys meet T'Challa really quick. Before I close, I'll let you guys meet T'Challa. Hold on.
Let me grab Titular.
And then I'll grab Thor too. I'll let you meet
T'Challa and Thor. Hold on.
See you, buddy.
Peace out, bro. Okay, well, thanks, Thor. That's Thor. Thor's not a year old yet, but he's about to be. Come here, Thor. Come here. Come here, Chala. Come here. Come here. Get up so people can see you. And this is Chala. This is baby, hold on, let me put it on me. That's Chala. And that's Thor. Thor doesn't shut up. Thor's always crying. Always crying. Alright, get out. Thor is always crying because he's a big ass fucking crybaby. But he's got
3 siblings. He's got his brother, one of his brothers, and then he's got his sister Jubilee. His brother's name is Rocket, sister's Jubilee, his name's Thor, mom's name is Sprite, dad's name is Murmur. Capone is my only pet not named after like a superhero or something, someone from Marvel. Capone. I let when I taught, I had a third grade. I taught a third grade class. Yes,
he's very talkative. He does not shut the fuck up ever.
I taught a third grade class. And my third graders named him Capone. So now I've got Capone. But yeah, no, he's very talkative. He does not ever stop talking. If I shift in the bed or move or do anything, he thinks I'm getting up, and he thinks that is now appropriate for him to start screaming. So then he just starts screaming and going on and on and on. T'Challa is only... Stop it, Thor. No. T'Challa is only 3. And he's very, very, very wild. I've tried. Capone is trained to a T. Like, I could call Capone in here. He'd sit down. He'd do his thing. He'd not, he's very, very trained and chill. T'Challa is not trained, not chill. He honestly has the wrong name. Like, I'm mad I named him T'Challa because he's not a T'Challa. He's not. If anything, he's like a Killmonger because this motherfucker's destructive as fuck. He has chewed holes in my walls. He's chewed holes in the carpet. He broke an indestructible crate. Like, yeah, bro. Recast his name for sure. Like, he's not a T'Challa. But yeah. So anyway, I let you guys meet the kids. There's so many. There's, like I said, there's more of them. But Rocket won't come in here. Rocket won't. Yeah, if I even bring him toward this door, he's gonna scratch the shit out of me. Jubilee would come in here though. Jubilee's cool. Jubilee would come in here. You'd like Jubilee. Wait, Raymond said, why do people want pets? That's a genuine question. I can't live with animals. I really like living with humans. That's why I don't like living with humans. So I live with my pets. I love my pets. My pets are my babies, man. Like my friends are always my friends. So their mom, my kitten's mom, her name is Sprite. Now Sprite is, me and Sprite are like that. Like, I don't, you know how you're not supposed to have a favorite kid. I have a favorite. Sprite is my favorite. Like, Sprite is my baby, bro. Like, she goes everywhere I go. The only reason she doesn't ever come in here is because she doesn't like when people are here. But she goes everywhere that I go. Like, if I like take 2 steps to the right, she takes 2 steps. Like, she is my shadow. She's always right by me. So like she'd be chill. She'd be chill if I brought her in here. Thor's still fucking talking, but yeah. That's why I love my babies more than I love people. Yeah, she's named after each other. He said, see, you love that movie. No, bro. Double Tar said, my baby Danielle is my baby. We travel together. We talk, sleep together, everything. I'm telling you, bro. Get you a cat, Raymond. Get a cat. You might ease up on some of your hatred. Get you a cat. Stamina MC said, forever alone. I shares with no living creatures. No, bro, I'm telling you, like, cats are cool. I thought I was not a cat person before I rescued Murmur. We were on our way back from a basketball tournament, me and the boys, and I saw Murmur. I didn't know it was a cat, but because he was only 3 weeks old when I got him. But I saw Murmur in the street, but I wasn't, really paying attention to anything, and I thought it was a piece of trash because we rolled right over the top of him. And the boys were like, Coach, I think that was a kitten. I was like, that wasn't no damn kitten. So I looked in the rearview mirror and I see him like dodging the rest of the traffic. And I see people starting to pull over, but I U-turned because I was going to get him and take him to Second Chance. It's this animal shelter here in town. And so it was the weekend. Second Chance was closed. So I ended up having to keep him all weekend. Eventually, of course, we fell in love with him. He got along. Like, the dogs were cool with him. So then I was like, cool, all right, we're just going to keep you. And then I got another one, and Now I have fucking 5 because they had kids. So here we are with 7 pets in my house. 7 pets in my house. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Official EMG said, well, actually Raymond said, I'll get a cat when Marvel makes an R-rated Blade movie. Josh Whedon makes another. Official EMG said, I hate living with people. If I ever get married, we'll be sleeping in separate rooms, maybe separate houses. Like, I can't know. Well, that's me personally. So everybody that you see on the panel, outside of Q, because, you know, Q is only 20. Outside of Q, they've all got families and kids and all that. I'm not interested. Number 1. Don't want it. Number 2. I'm an introvert. Number 3. I love my solitude. So I don't want to get married. And the crazy thing is, at one point I wanted 6 kids. But I don't want children. I see people with children, and then I'm like, oof, children. So no, I don't want children. D Stizzle said, never had a cat, just crazy dogs. My grandmother had a ton of them back in the day. Yeah, bro. I have Thor. Shut up, bro. I think you guys met Sprite. Pretty sure you guys met Sprite. Raymond said, I'm an introvert too, but I want children as well, but I also like being alone. It's a problem. It is a problem. Like I said, I like, leave him alone, Murmur, or T'Challa, leave him alone. I like, I like kids, other people's kids. I like other people's kids. Yeah, Thor. You should have seen, he's got the Thor costume. He's got the Thor cat costume. Ricardo said, marriage is a scam to me and children are. B. Smith said, T'Challa, like, be still. B. Smith said, my babies are my 2 daughters and my 4 grandchildren. Maybe I should have tried the introvert thing. Yeah. Thor, come here. Hold on, let me get, 1 second. 1 second, guys. Let me get Thor the fuck out of here. Come here. Thor. T'Challa move. And this is their beautiful mother. That's their beautiful mommy. This is my baby for real right here, though. Their mama. I love her. And this is Sprite. That's my girl. Yeah, so. Yeah, guys. Anyway. Not the typical night that we had planned originally. Oh, there's their dad. I left their door open, so now everybody's probably about to come in. Not the night we had, he said another smash this milk saucer. Yeah, not the night we had planned originally for, she's Raymond said, hey Sprite, turn into Nate Moore. Not in this house. But we, like I said, we have other things. We'll be back on Monday with you guys so that we can, talk more, go into the things that I wanted to go into today, but I wanted to do that with more of a full cast instead of just the 2 of us. So we'll be back with you guys on Monday. We have some things to discuss. I hope everybody has a great, safe, and blessed weekend. I appreciate all of you guys being here. And my nephew had a basketball game tonight, so they live across the street. So I'm about to run across the street because his mom has blown me up. She's called me 3 times now. So I'm going to go across the street and see how he did tonight. This was his first AAU game. He's only 8, but he had his first AAU game, and I really wanted to be there for it.
but I was like, I'll go in the morning. I'm gonna go to the morning game, but I'm gonna go check him out, see how he did, because he said at the practice, he said, I was so confused, they were doing so much. So I'm gonna go see how he did. But like I said, appreciate you guys being here. Double Tar, bro. We appreciate the super chats. We appreciate all the engagement from all of you guys as per usual. You know, D Stizzle, Raymond, Stamina, Gray, B Smith, Ricardo Wood. Let me see, am I missing anybody? We got Double Tar there. We've got Kenny there. We see you. We've got Official EMG, Hungry Almighty. Am I missing anybody? No More Champagne. We appreciate you being here, bro. We appreciate Profess the Film Star, Profess the Film Fan. We appreciate you being here, bro. Man of the Culture, appreciate you being here. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. That is as far as let me go up. So I appreciate everybody. Oh yeah. And connoisseur triple salute. We appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Like I said, we'll be back Monday. Hope you guys have a blessed, safe night. You guys take care, and we will see you guys soon. Oh, I wasn't prepared. Okay, you guys take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.